Yes, but the thing is, you may end up drawing viewers who enjoy watching you suffer.
That is true.
It's a
You know,
whole
you know what? You might just be fucking right.
Watch me suffer.
Maybe I turn on the next MSQ. And maybe I go to Black Mage, I go to the MSQ, and I start the thing, and then I complain for 40 minutes about how grass fucking sucks in Minecraft, and then I end stream.
Tegan, just explain that you need at least 1 subscriber every stream of Final Fantasy. That way you can continue to play Final Fantasy.
I actually need 3 subscribers. Actually,
you need 3
no,
subscribers
6.
at least. You need 6 subscribers to play Final Fantasy.
It's $15.
No, you don't. You don't have to have any subscribers to play Final Fantasy. Just go for it, dude. Just fucking roll with it.
No, but 6 subscribers.
6 subscribers a month to play Final Fantasy because it's $15.
Okay.
No. You do a subathon every single stream.
Exactly.
You just start playing until you get 6 subscribers, then the second you get the 6th subscriber, you end stream.
Alright, fuck off, I'm out of here!
I met my daily quota.
Okay.
Yo, if
the goal is to end
you
stream.
don't have $5. Oh. Oh
this is
my
all fun.
I'm working my butt off every single day.
No. I'm talking about the one person who's just like, if you're on Twitch and you don't have $5, what are you doing on Twitch? Go get a job. And then pay me that money. Because I deserve it.
If you're on Twitch,
let's
and
not
you
be
don't
that
have
type of person.
$5, you're the person
I'm not
complaining about other
I'm
people
making
not
fun of those
subscribing
type
to
of
Twitch.
people right now.
It's irony.
Yeah,
It's
nobody should
ironic.
ever have to pay for the level of content that I put out because
Zara and Tristan.
What?
I got my old name back. It's not Nask_news, Nask_link.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, Tristan was saying.
Oh no, I kept that as my I kept you as Nazca link in mine.
What will you give me to change it, Nazca?
What will you give me?
I mean, you don't have to. I could go in and do it myself.
It's true. You got Tristan.
I have to change the name of my folder that I keep all of the things in now so that it corresponds to the correct person.
Yeah. I'm just gonna change my name every single month just to screw you over, Tristan.
My name is
gets
now
a new Discord account so that they can fuck
My
with me
name
and
is now
Hillaby
Dillaby.
Just name it Nazca and leave it at that. Like,
my name is now Crunchy Clutterman.
Crunchy Gamer.
Crunchy Gamer. They call me the Crust Boy.
They call me the Crusty Boy.
I really don't like that. I don't like anything about that. That just sounds.
What don't you like about
They call me the Crustmeister.
I'm Mr.
Crustmeister. I'm Mr.
I don't know how to put it into words. It's just it feels unpleasant.
I'm Mr. Scribble Scrubble. I'm Mr. Crust.
Wait, is that a guy on the ship?
That's good. Mr. Crust? Yeah, he's on the ship.
Call me Mr. Crust.
He's the chef.
Oh, we have Random Noble. We're shanghaiing as well, I guess.
To be fair, we stole a lot of people, and we are pirates.
Actually, you know that guy. You know that guy's name. That's the
his name.
Boy.
His name is Noblicus.
Oh wait. Oh, we took the elf guy. Oh.
Yeah.
We took the elf.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
We took the elf.
I need to share this.
Oh,
he doesn't have any family or friends. They all went missing, remember?
We took him for plot. Got it. Okay, so you put him on the ship to
all of his
plot.
family and friends went missing. He didn't know who to talk to, so he just wandered around until you guys put him on your ship.
So you put him on our ship so that we can do his mission. Got it.
Hey,
I see you.
Is this the Krusty Gamer? No, this is Patrick.
You expressed.
Is this the Krusty Gamer?
You expressed interest.
So you're trying
this is Patrick.
guide us to this
Is this
plot.
the Krusty Gamer?
I'm not trying to. I'm railroading you. It's different. You will do it,
please
or
never
I will
say that to
punish
me
you.
again. That's really
So you
disgusting
put
to
him
say
on
to
the
your
ship
brother, Tristan.
Specifically so we would do his thing. Got it.
Please never say you're railroading me again.
I was talking to
I wish
Nazca,
you would
it's
railroad
okay.
me.
I knew Nazca was going to say that.
The chaos is in full force tonight.
Look,
Yes,
alright,
my
one
head is
second, I'm
not
gonna go
hurting.
grab some water that I can put a caffeine pill in so it'll dissolve
That's
nicely.
a good idea. I need
Caffeine water.
Caffeine.
It's
water.
like water, but it makes me happy.
I'm not gonna drink
You're
soda
happy,
because
dude.
even though I've never like burped after drinking soda in my life, I had soda with Tegan yesterday, and just for like 3 hours after it, I was nonstop burping.
I think that would be good content.
I mean,
I don't know what happened. I literally have
Dungeons and
never
Dragons, but with
had
burping.
soda and then like burped like ever in my life until
mean-
yesterday.
At that point, you could do your own sound effects and make us fight a carbonation elemental.
You're fighting them. The water begins to bubble and you hear. Roll initiative.
Okay, I got you.
Bruh.
Nazca has this ability to ruin everything.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And no one even knows why. No one even knows what happened.
Don't worry. I've known this for
Nazca
years.
rolled initiative about 60 times just now, just so you're all aware.
Yeah.
Okay,
They can see it on my stream. Oh, speaking of which,
Tegan's
the bot is
getting
up.
seltzer water, so...
Not seltzer water
Is
today,
the
just
bot alive?
regular water.
Is
Oh yeah,
bot alive?
the bot should be alive.
He touched the
Can
bot.
people buy stuff on the bot yet?
No, we don't have. Oh wait, what? Is the bot alive?
Is the bot alive? Question mark.
I saw Dungeon Helper do the Twitchpaign
Here's the
like
issue.
disclaimer.
Here's the issue. You cannot buy things with the bot yet, specifically because Nazca and I are never awake at the same time, except for right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more of a you guys problem.
That really
Makes
is
it
a you
very
guys
difficult for us-
problem.
Yeah, it makes it very difficult for us to set up the bot.
I mean, aren't you awake? Like I don't know. We probably are awake at the same time. We just never interact.
You're
Like,
at you're at a job and I'm working on D&D for the entire time that we should be working on D&D. So stop with your thing,
okay.
and then we can just work on D&D.
Okay.
I got a whole thing of cold flu
And the bot
sore
totally
throat
crashed.
medicine right
The
The
bot-
bot's
fucking here.
dead.
The
Bot's
bot crashed.
dead.
Bot
Did I never
dead. Do,
install
do,
that?
do, do,
No, I mean-
do, do, do.
Long live the bot. Long live the bot.
I know it's back alive right now.
Yeah, I just put the disclaimer in my chat
Now
again.
online.
Yeah, I know. Do you want me to do it again?
No.
Now online.
He does it too many
Now
times already.
online. Now online. He's Mr. White Crimbo. He's Mr.
You ask why I haven't modded you in my chat yet, Nazca. It's because of shit like this.
No,
To
no,
be
no. It's
fair,
because I'm too powerful. I have too
He'll
many
go
mods,
into your
alright?
chat and just spam VC.
It's like it's almost
Other
like
people
someone-
do it. All of Nazca's chat will get pissed at you.
Yeah, because I actually have a viewer.
Yo,
We
that's
go in there and they're
rude.
like,
Why?
that's rude. It's like, no. It's
No,
not
no, no, no,
rude.
no. It's not rude. I'm
We're
completely.
doing to Nazca what Nazca does to us.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's just I actually have people who fight for me.
They fight for you. They care about your self-esteem.
Yeah, and I banned
Yeah,
them.
No
yeah.
pigs wants me to suffer.
I banned them.
What? How did it already break?
It's broken. Milk Pigs tried to
Oh.
enter the shop.
Shop
No,
is just a crash
the heck?
button.
Rip.
I have no idea what broke
El
actually.
Bozo plus Rip plus bot's dead.
Since it doesn't have a function, let's just kill it for now so that it doesn't keep spamming our chats with Dungeon Helper stuff.
Why did it crash?
I don't know, man.
It
I
doesn't
think
need to
we
be
should
brought
probably
back up.
worry about it later.
L
We've got
plus
3 minutes
NPC
now.
plus no player levels plus not important to the plot plus no legendary reactions plus no layer actions.
Fuck. Tegan's calling people out. When you meet a random dragon outside of its lair.
L plus no legendary resistances.
L
Me
plus
when I
Gearshin.
meet a
Okay,
young
so-
dragon. L plus no
So
legendary
let's
resistance.
you guys wanna introduce ourselves and then play some Dungeons and Dragons at some point?
Hi, I'm Bo Grades,
That oh my god.
Rogue Blade.
Oh my god.
Hey Trissy.
Early.
They call me
They call me
Boo Red.
Bogrelades.
They call me
Okay,
Boo
well,
Red.
hi, I'm the Ace of Ham. I'm your dungeon daddy for this evening. Same.
Same.
Tegan, tell us about you and your character.
Hi, I'm Tegan,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm Rogue Blades.
Every time you do it, it takes another 5 seconds longer than the last time. Nazca, who are you? What are you doing here?
Hello. I'm Nazca _link On Twitch.
Hi,
I just got
Nazca
I
underscore
just
Mink
got my
on
name
Twitch. I
back.
just got my name back.
And
It's
I'll
so
be
good that you got your
playing
name back.
Roxanne Johnson. And I like rocks.
Nice. Czar.
Hi, I'm CzarBeefCake playing Robert Bob Lynn. Both I and Bob are currently avatars of suffering. Except Bob has a
That's
pseudo dragon named Bear that helps things just a little bit.
Look, alright, you ain't no Slaneshian. Who's Slanesh?
That's not
Sorry.
That's like
for-
40K universe, isn't that?
Czar
Content
just-
permitted under the fan content policy, not approved or endorsed by
I
Wizards.
just has to
Portions of the
legally say that he
materials
doesn't own a
are
pseudo dragon.
property of
Now
Wizards
we
of
have
the
to start
Coast.
over, Nazca, because you
Copyright
took over the
Wizards of the
disclaimer.
Coast LLC. To be fair, I don't think a single second of the disclaimer did not have someone talking over it.
Twitchpaign is unofficial fan
Twitchpaign
content
is
permitted
unofficial
under the fan content
permitted under
policy.
the fan
Not
content
approved
policy.
/ endorsed by
Not
Wizards.
approved,
Portions of the
endorsed
materials
by
used are
Wizards.
property
Portion
of Wizards of the
materials
Coast.
are
Copyright
property,
Wizards of the Coast
of
LLC.
Wizards. Wizard of the Coast. You lick
When I
love
budgeted
off.
15 minutes, I thought it would be enough.
And here we are, start D&D.
Open RP.
We're ready. We're ready to play?
Yeah, ready as I'm gonna
I
be.
think we're ready. Okay, let's go. Let's play some Dungeons and some Dragons.
Dungeons
let's
and
do a little
Dungeons.
recap first. Yes, there's so
No
many dungeons here.
dragons.
Let's do a little recap first. So, when we last left off, having been kidnapped twice, Roxanne awoke in a cult dungeon where her new best friend was stabbed in order to summon a death portal. That death portal began spewing out large numbers of
hole.
Look,
Yeah.
can we just call him the Void Man with the Void Plan? Like, come on.
He's the
Yeah.
Void Man with the Void Plan, okay? It's
In
I
the
don't make
sucky,
the
sucky
rules.
hole.
He's I literally
Apparently,
make the
I
rules,
make
but
the rules
besides
now.
that-
You don't make the rules. I
So-
make the rules.
So a bunch of void creatures from the negative energy plane began to spill out of it. This led to an island-wide evacuation of Brigandine Island. That was fun. Your pirate crew that was subterfuge that you were posing as not pirate crew. You got a bunch of random people that were having a little bit of a hard time finding space on the other ships, on your ship,
And for plot.
and with a large amount of death noises and giant trees toppling in the distance behind you, you set sail away from the docks of Armoria towards Isle Forge, I believe. And
Yep.
that is where we left off. So, I think in a more specific sense, then let's get me into the actual the people that are on this boat right now. So, as you are sailing away from Armoria and Brigandine Island, behind you you see sort of a like cascading of different types of birds just like flying up into the air off of the island, and these large jungle trees that had earlier been accidentally summoned onto the island in the first place being toppled into the water and off the sides of the kind of calderic mountains of the island itself, just falling in every so which way, and just this general morass of angry, deathly, like howls, and that's a Harry Potter title. That doesn't work. Okay, well, these angry, howling noises coming from behind you as you sail away from this now sort of negative energy corrupted island.
Hey. At least Missa got rid of the trees.
Aye,
That's the
that
bright
do be
side.
one way of looking at it.
No longer
Yeah.
Tree Witch, now Shadow Witch.
Yeah. No.
Void
No,
Witch.
she was never Tree Witch voice in my head. She was Fire Witch.
Shut up,
It was
God.
always the Fire Witch.
Yeah, she was Fire Tree Witch, and then we found out that she's no longer Fire Tree Witch, she's just Fire Witch.
This all makes sense. This all checks out. So, I guess looking around your ship now, you see, in terms of the people you've let on the ship, there's a number of just like random I'd say best thing you could say about them, they're probably brigands, people for hire that were kind of just finding their way on the island in the first place. Some of them seem to have been like scroungers, kind of like Cantankerous Kyle, who had just probably been going around and like looting buildings and stuff. And since the two galleons that were here with
Ignore
you
this.
didn't really want people on the ship, you are now stuck with them. So looking around, you have, for example, you have the hunters that you earlier saved. There's a dog on the ship now.
Oh, is that
The
canon?
dog is pissed.
Is that
No,
actually
it's off
canon?
on one of the other ships, and it's barking from very far away.
Disembodied. The dog is it's a disembodied. It's a hippocampus. They like to bark too. You've got a hippocampus following your ship, and every once in a while they bark.
I
They're really
actually,
annoying.
I actually can't hear the dog through your mic, so I think you're good.
No, I could hear it.
It's coming in through Tegan's mic. I have mine.
Look, I'm right next.
muted
I'm
enough,
closer
but
to the dog.
Tegan is directly.
Tegan's just petting the dog.
Look, I will go out there and pet that fucking dog. I swear to God.
Rogue Blake is just petting a dog on the ship. How did we get that? Nobody knows.
I love dogs.
You better add a dog. We're the dog coin.
I'll add the dog. Let me get the dog.
Make it like Make it like 0.
What are they called in this? Hound?
Mutt.
No. What are dogs
Mastiff?
called? Like, they have Mastiff. That's the specific dog. That's
That's the specific.
That's not a Mastiff. That's like a Jaguar.
That is. No, that's a Mastiff.
Yeah. Okay.
If you look close, it's a Mastiff.
Massive Mastiff.
It's actually a Mastiff suffering from.
That is a swole ass fucking dog.
Pet Mastiff.
All right, what's his name?
Ship Mastiff.
What's the medical
What are you naming the
condition
dog?
where the
albinism?
No, the opposite of that, where it turns cats black. I forget what it's called.
It's got a more complicated name.
Yeah, it's got a funny name, and Tristan knows this because he's a biologist.
I do know it. I just can't remember it right now.
Are you talking about albino?
We're gonna name him Mr. Mastiff. That's his name, Mr. Mastiff. Okay, well, Mr. Mastiff is over in the corner, and every once in a while he barks. Good for him. So, you have a couple of things. I'd say the main thing all of you notice, first and foremost, let's put the quartermaster over here, discussing something.
It's melanism.
Yes, you're right. Okay, cool. So, you've got your quartermaster over here who's just discussing something with a rather frilly clothed, like big red billowing clothes with leather boots and leather gloves, who is currently like plying onto a piano, and the quartermaster's just like, listen, we have to like put the piano somewhere. You can't just like leave it here. It's got wheels on it. It's going to roll off the ship if we just leave it here. It's gonna like, if we hit a storm or something, it's going to like it's taller than the wall of the ship. We have to put it somewhere. And this guy's just like, no, we'll tie it down. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. It's all okay. And he's like, does anyone have any rope?
I'm not saying a damn word.
Bob says he's going to support a fellow musician, and we'll offer up some rope to the dude. I'll tie the thing down.
I need to keep this as safe as possible. I'm worried she'll get scuffed if we try to bring her down the stairs. She's already had quite a journey down from the landlocked lady. I'm not. I need to keep her safe. As he just begins to like take the rope and just like wrap it around the legs of it and tie it to the side of the ship right here.
Oh, that's totally just we're gonna hit a bump and all of the legs are just gonna come ripping off of it.
The legs of the thing, it's like a whole like, it's almost like one of those office desk things where it's just one big piece of wood that's just a U shape on the back of the piano, with then like sturdier parts attached to it that are like the actual legs. So the whole thing is probably a little bit more structurally sound. The unfortunate part about that is it makes it significantly harder to tie to anything. And the quartermaster goes, if you're set on here, we could drill a hole. He goes, no. We will not be drilling a hole through my lady. We will not be drilling a hole through her. No.
Bob is determined this has gotten weird and moves back to his stairway.
Yeah, I'm a bit weirded out.
He begins to he's patting the top of it. He's like, don't worry. He puts his face on the very top of the piano, leaning over it, and just goes, don't worry. You're safe. You're fine.
Oh no, the piano. It's broken.
Someone has some emotional
this guy
damage.
really doesn't want this piano to get damaged, and also really does not want to move it.
To be fair, when you spend your entire life on a piano, your life savings, that
And it
shit
is your
hurted
life.
when that break.
And it is how you make your living too.
Yeah, that shit hurted when that break.
Yeah, I think we need to revise our earlier decision and have this guy get off at.
Yeah.
Okay, he gets off, the
Ironforge?
piano stays.
Yeah.
You guys have to be saying this in order for...
No, I was making a joke. Tegan was making a joke. Rogue Blaze did not say that.
Oh, Rogue, that is an interesting point.
Rogue didn't say
do you
that.
like pianos as well?
I didn't say it in the Rogue voice.
Kyle
Therefore,
walks up to all of you. He's like, "What's up with that dude?"
nah, he
No
likes his
fucking clue,
piano.
man. I don't even like my bagpipes that much, and these things are magic.
To be fair, I do see you blowing your
Bagpipes are magic?
bagpipes.
Yeah,
Bagpipes of illusion, my dude.
How much you want for him?
Kyle.
Every item you have.
Give it for even
You guys are
insinuating.
so bad at deals. Jeez. I'm going back. I'm going back to puking. He goes over to the side of the ship and just vomits off the side.
I mean, I could have rolled a diplomacy check for that one, but
I'm
it was
gonna
meant to be
throw him in his own
unexpected
fucking
that
bag
he's
of
not
holding.
going to sell his bagpipes.
You've already had one member from your crew try to swindle him recently. He's
Yeah. If
Uh,
we time
there
over
are-
that.
there
Time over that
are.
and dangle him. He'll sway.
I don't have all of them, but there are approximately 8 people currently that have clearly never been on a boat before that are just already vomiting off the side of the boat.
Kyle's one of them.
Kyle's one of them. You see Jim. He is vomiting off the side of the boat, but it looks more like he might just have a weak constitution, as he has already told you he was technically a sailor before.
Royals, am I right?
I don't believe anyone when they say they're a sailor. That's just a pirate in disguise.
I barely know her.
It's like 99% of people are not pirates in disguise. Pirate in disguise. Okay.
Pirate in disguise. We need an airship for that.
Everyone's just like, we don't talk about the commoner with his piano.
You
Kyle's
just let
over
him.
there vomiting. You just let him caress his piano in the
Look,
corner.
get yourself a man as dedicated as that man is to his piano, okay?
Bob just wants someone to look at him the way the commoner looks at the piano.
Exactly.
Okay.
We've
I've lost track of what I was going to do. I was going to have the commoner
We
roll-
are-
I was going to have him
legitimately
roll a
ca-
dexterity check to try to tie the piano.
We
to the
legitimately
fucking side of
cast
the ship.
an insinuation on
we're not
Tristan
even
at the start
half
of
an hour
this.
in.
I've been
and we've already broken
exasperated
it.
by all this nonsense.
We've already
Yeah,
broken it.
he's literally he is like after about 10 minutes or so of him attempting and failing to tie this piano down, you guys hit a wave and
It just starts rolling.
The piano starts to roll down this way.
Down. Oh shit!
And he
Which way?
like grabs it and is just like tugging on it as it's just it's just rolling across the ship.
I don't think I have any
He
help.
manages to stop it like as it presses into the side of this stairway.
The
It's
other
like,
stairway.
You're safe. You're okay. Everything's fine.
You know,
I
it
have all
might,
my spell
it might
slots
just be
back.
simpler if I just go
You
do
guys
the knots for him.
kinda had a
I'm
long
good
rest.
at knots.
Okay.
You guys didn't.
But also,
fine.
it's really funny to watch him struggle.
The quartermaster literally goes, Okay, listen. You're either putting it downstairs or we're drilling a hole in it to tie it to the ship. And this guy, we're gonna have the quartermaster make a persuasion check. He is a pirate, so
Yeah, we're just like
Intimidation
standing there
good.
watching this, just staring at him.
Yeah.
The commoner moves forward and
Goes
gets
to
really serious for
stab
a
the
second. No,
quartermaster.
and whispers something in the quartermaster's ear.
There are 14 bodies.
Who has what are your passive perceptions as he does this?
I think
Passive
12.
perception
13.
12, yeah.
12.
12.
Sorry, 12.
Minus 13.
Okay, Roxanne and Bob, as well as Bear, it looks like. The
Wait, but
three of
me and Roxanne have the same.
You have I thought Roxanne had 13. You have
Oh wait,
12.
no, I have
12.
15. Wait, I read that wrong. I have
No,
15.
you also hear. Okay, so the whole
did I read
gang
that
hears
Well,
this.
Roxanne doesn't hear it because they mistakenly stated 13. But
Yeah, I
meant
know.
12.
I said. Yeah, I looked
Oh.
at passive investigation
Roxanne,
instead of passive
you're
perception.
fucking with me.
Yeah.
Roxanne, it's okay. Does Kyle hear it? Kyle does not hear it.
Kyle's
That's
busy
okay.
puking.
Kyle's busy vomiting. The vomit overturns the. You guys did just hit a wave. He's puking his
I
brains
thought I
out.
had more perception than that.
How do you have so much stuff in you, Kyle?
I ate a lot before we left. I didn't know how much food we'd have.
Are you sure? Are you sure the bag of holding is not your stomach?
It was a lot of dirt. Okay, leave me alone.
I wanted it.
All right, so you were saying, Tristan.
So the commoner leans forward up to the quartermaster and whispers, "Listen, this is my wife we're talking about here. You're not
Drilling my wife.
You're not drilling my wife.
We're not. If there's any damage to her, I'm going to lose it. Okay?"
Lost.
All right. At this point, Bob decides to step in and try and help Patrick. All right.
Wait, is the quartermaster named
So-
Patrick, and we gave the piano
Yeah.
player named Patrick?
They got something in
Entirely.
common.
Look, that's Pat.
Wait a minute.
That's
Wait a
Pat.
minute.
That's
Anyway.
Patrick. Okay,
His
Pat
name's
and
Patty,
Patrick.
Patty Piano now.
Patty Piano. That's what we gotta do.
So Bob says, "Look, as a fellow musician, I understand how important our instruments can be to us.
You heard that?
A little
No,
bit.
this is actually my wife. No, you don't understand.
Like, is she cursed or polymorphed or?"
Can I cast detect magic on it?
Or did you
I'm
did
not.
you legally marry a piano?
Or
Like,
identify? No, I would have to touch it, and I think that would get better.
A few years ago, my wife fell sick, and the woman who lived in the forest, old Lynn, she was kind enough when I brought her to her to put her in my most. She took her soul and she put it in this piano. In my it's hard to explain. There was this whole ritual. It was amazing. And now this is my. You can hear it when I play. Watch. He stops for a second at everything and just plays a quick, very sad, long note. And he looks like he's experiencing Nirvana for a second. Like he's very excited and he's been missing someone. And he's finally seeing them again from a very long time. Like to him, all of the rest of you, he plays a piano note. He's like, this is my wife. And he's
all right. Well, the only thing I wanted to say, sir, is that I'm not advocating we drill a hole through your wife. However, it would probably be best for her if she was below decks and secured. And I understand you don't want any damage done. You don't want any scratches, any nicks, anything like that. But
Ignore this roll.
the thing is, being exposed to salty sea air does not do good things to wood that has not been properly sealed or has not been prepared for sea voyages. And on top of that, if a wave were to crash over the side of the boat and wash over your wife here, I worry that some of the salt and could cause some damage.
Also the sun can bleach it.
yeah. Let's do a persuasion check. Only because this
Okay.
guy's a little bit
I was doing that to hopefully give advantage.
Well, I was gonna say something as well, like the
I'm
weather.
pretty sure Bob's
yeah,
minimum roll is 19. So
I thought it was
I don't-
18.
18. So
My minimum roll is an 18, but I got a 20 total.
I don't think that he can fail
okay,
this.
he kind of like stands up a little bit straighter and moves, like turns around with the piano, like his back to the piano, now looking directly in your eyes, and he just says, "And how do you propose we get it below deck then?"
Bob will look to Quartermaster Patrick. Do we have some spare canvas that we could use to possibly cushion the instrument as it was moved down into the hold?
Yeah, I had a, we have like, there's like 30 dudes here. We could just like carry it down. It's not like
I do not
Can I
want 30 dudes touching my wife.
Well, there you have it, sir.
we have canvas. We have plenty. We could like put all of the bedding at the bottom of the stairs if you want. Like if that'll make this go faster.
I'm sure Quartermaster Patrick would be willing to provide any precautions as necessary to get your wife into the hold undamaged.
Yeah, whatever gets this situation dealt with. Yeah, like literally,
Bob will give a subtle thumbs up to Patrick.
Okay. With that in mind, a large number of people go ahead and tie around this piano. So this piano is big enough that unless any of you have like high enough strength, I think you're going to be tying a rope and lowering this piano down the stairs to the lower deck.
Probably, yeah. That's what's going
Okay,
to be
but
happening.
to be fair, it's a little bit hard to go downstairs. What if we just bring up the center rigging?
So
that lattice can come off and we can just
the lattice can come
drop it
off,
down.
yes. So you might just have to drop it down. You guys don't have a crane on your ship.
We've got ropes. Those are as good as a crane.
You've got ropes, so you could.
Here's what you do.
You could tie it under the main mast. You could tie it under the main mast.
A guy right here, guy right here, guy right here, guy right here, guy right here,
So,
guy right here,
why
guy
did you
right here,
design
guy
it
right here.
to have
Ropes all underneath it,
did-
and then
why
just
did-
have them
why
lower it
did you-
down.
Why didn't you put brakes on it?
It's never needed to go off the island before. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
but even that. Wait. So what is it? Wait, what? Outside,
he
like what is
comes
it?
with me everywhere I go.
So you put wheels on it without the ability to lock the wheels and stop them?
I don't know what you're talking. I didn't put the wheels on it. It had wheels on it when I bought it.
I'm gonna.
So
cut.
I don't think that's a standard technological accompaniment in this day and age, Nazca.
Bob, you like realize too as you're thinking about this, Roxanne only has like extremely esoteric engineering technical knowledge and like history and like that shit and nothing else. Like no street smarts. You are like very like slowly realizing that Roxanne like exclusively has ideas about like how to make.
Oh no, Bob has
and,
always
like,
pegged Roxanne as an idiot
random
savant
shit
with
like
an
that.
emphasis on the word idiot, but also savant.
Yes.
Can I do an insight roll to know if I know what savant means?
No, because Bob didn't say this out loud.
Only if you want to
No, this
also
is
do
what-
one for if you know what the word idiot means.
And
No,
that
this is
opens
for-
up a whole new
No,
can
no.
of worms.
No, no,
Okay,
this
let's
is
get
for
this
me,
piano down there.
IRL.
Who's making? Okay, so
What was I doing?
none
Oh, I
of you
was
have
that.
good strength. So does one of you want to make a pirate check for Guy Doesm stuff and Dave and Henry?
Wait, what
and-
about Hurley?
So can we just
Trailer and-
basically?
Oh, is Dagger with us?
Yeah,
I thought you said
pirates are-
Dagger. I thought you said
the
Dagger
hunters too.
went with someone else.
So what's
no,
what's the
hunters
strength of
are
the
here.
pirates?
The strength of the pirates
Is the strength of the ship,
is
you know?
So
most of them have a strength of 11.
Still better than us.
am I able to engineer a
Yeah,
makeshift crane
your
to help lower it down?
quartermaster-
Can we get fucking Captain Alley over here, please?
What's Captain Alley's strength? He's an elf. He's a big lanky elf man.
Somebody grab
get his-
Kyle.
let me get his
Somebody grab
stats.
Silent Steve.
Wait, why
He's
can't I
got
just
flare
why can't I
levels.
just build a makeshift
Get
pulley
that
system to
Mastiff
lower it
over here
down?
too. That Mastiff's
You can-
gonna help.
That's what we're currently
So,
doing.
You
Nazca.
have that's the so people are setting up like not necessarily a pulley system, but just a rope system. So they're tying a rope around the mast and lifting up the piano and to put it
What?
down.
Can I create a pulley system
You
to
can
help
attempt to,
reduce it?
yeah. Could you make? What kind of tools do you have at your current availability.
Well, I tried a long rest, so I can have my knife become something, right?
Yes. Do you? What kind of like woodworker's tools? Probably.
Carpenter's
Uh,
tools. Woodworkers
Carpenter's
is for
tools?
wood carving,
Yeah, you could do
so
carpenter's
it'd
tools
be
probably. Or
carpenters
like,
yeah,
for
yeah. Well,
making.
because I would probably taking like 2 pieces of wood and like having it so that like the ropes can go between it to
Though
make
you
a
might
pulley.
need wood carving tools to actually make the divots in the wood that you need for a pulley.
yeah, but carpenter's tools could also probably
That is
do
true.
Yeah,
that because carpenter's tools is
yeah. I was
that's
like,
fine.
yeah.
So
I'm
you are
using
able
I
to
always
give
think of
yourself.
carpenter's tools as like a saw.
What's your ability? Are you able to give yourself proficiency or half proficiency on
I
the
think it's full
tools thing?
proficiency if I
I think
use
it's
the
full if you.
if I use the knife.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
use
get
a
it.
knife, not
I
gonna
think
make
I
a
also get
pulley.
advantage too. Oh no, I don't get advantage, right?
Not yet, but you have a lot of people to help you set this up. So
Yeah. So I
if
can
anyone
create.
else, yeah. So Ali has 10 strength. Most of these pirates have like 10 or 11 strength. Your quartermaster has 12 strength, so he'll probably help. Aside from the two, you can have Barig and Dagger help as well because they have more strength than that. Rosen and Urt, however, were like knocked out an hour and a half ago, so they're or like 2 hours ago, so they are
They're
asleep.
sulking some wounds right now.
So essentially,
So-
how are you planning to do this? Is it just going to be a roll with advantage, or is it going to be a roll with like a
I'm
plus 2
gonna
for each person
have-
helping?
So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna have Nazca make a check, and that'll see whether or not we can give. You might not even need to make a check if a pulley system can be made, because if you can have enough people with enough like pull added up, it's
You
gonna
can
be
just
heavier
be
than this,
within
and
carry.
you could probably half
How
or
much
more
does
with a pulley
this
system.
piano weigh?
There's actually a pulley.
There is a
This piano
pulley
probably
is
looks
in
like
a
it weighs
thing.
about. This piano looks like it probably weighs 600 pounds maximum.
All right, and 10 strength, 150 pounds is their carry weight. So we just need like 3 guys
Yeah, and their push pull is like
or 4
more. So
guys.
you guys
Yeah,
just
exactly. And a
need enough
pulley
to give
gives you
yourselves.
3 times carry weight. So the pulley will make it
So
extremely
technically,
easier.
with like 2 people,
You could do
with
it with a
you
pulley.
could pretty much do
Yeah.
this. Okay.
Yep.
So Roxanne, could you make me an intelligence check and then add your proficiency to set up this pulley?
Intelligence check. Okay.
Yes. So you'll
Wait,
roll.
Wait. Did you say it was
So
advantage or just?
you have your summons with you to
Can we
help,
fit
and
the
then
bag
other
of
people can
holding
also
over it?
help you. Yeah.
So I can do advantage.
Yeah. So you'll make an intelligence check. So roll, add your intelligence, and then you're proficient with the tools. So you're making a carpenter's tools check.
21.
Okay. Roxanne is also able to fly. So you and your geomantic thing work together, set up some pieces of wood. There's different like rock saws and like pieces of rock that are just like long what would you call them, like wood screws and pieces that all hook together, and then your summons is kind of set up as this big pulley system. And Roxanne, you with the piano under it, get the piano tied off in like a, what do you call it? Like, it's like the four string parts. So you have like 2 different lines of rope around each side of it, going up in like a pyramid shape, tied off up to the pulley. And now we're lowering off this piano. Who wants to make the check? You'll get a.
I'm not even involved in this, so I'm not gonna make the check.
Rogue Blade is just staring. From the
So
side.
this is
I'm trying
like-
to attune to the cloak again.
Without a crane, this is pretty hard to do, but with the help of this, technically it's not that hard. I think the whole thing here
Let's
is
have Bob do it. Why not?
I was gonna say, I
Make
was
the
gonna
roll.
do it.
Make the
Yeah,
roll.
you can make the roll. You don't have to use your stats because other people are doing it. But could you add let's add a +3 with advantage for the athletics of like the average person on this ship.
We got a 12. Thank God I had advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
So you guys are 12's not bad.
It's
12's not
just
bad.
that's above average.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the ship make a dexterity saving throw because of the waves.
Captain
And
Ali
if the
is
ship
guiding it.
succeeds, if the ship succeeds, no problem. You guys lower it. If it doesn't, then there's some swaying, and
Speaking of
someone will
which,
need to make a strength saving throw.
Bob, do you have the mending cantrip just like out of character?
I do
Wait.
not.
So I rolled a 2.
Wait.
So
oh,
as you guys are lowering this piano,
Okay.
a like bigger than average wave crashes up against the side of the ship. The ship lurches a little bit, and the piano like sways. Could we have? Let's just do Czar again. Could you have them make a strength saving throw?
Also
Wait,
plus
sorry,
3 with
more.
advantage because of how
Yeah,
many
their
guys.
strength save is gonna be +3 as well.
Q. That's a
God
lot of
damn it.
Qs.
All right, 1 minute.
Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q.
That's what he rolls.
13.
Okay, so it was
Okay.
the one was going to be a 10. I forgot to put the +3 to it.
Ah.
And then this one is 13.
Okay, so there is this
Well, we had a long
lurching noise, and for a moment there is like enough pendulum on the rope that it looks like this thing could swing up to hit something, but the sailors managed to pull it up just enough to shorten the rope that it no longer collides with the walls of the ship, and then you manage to lower it down, and it eventually hits the wood on the lower floor of this deck. And the quartermaster just goes, tie it to the mast right now. Like, just put a bunch of rope around it, please. God. It's like
Easy clap.
How far down?
And the guy-
It's like 5 feet down, right?
it's there's like a 7 foot for this second story deck.
All
This
right.
3 stories.
I
so
should
you're-
be pretty easy able to kind of parkour my way, just like jump down and
I mean, I can
start.
just fly down
Can I?
and tie
That
it
is
down.
true.
Yeah,
You
so
go
you guys
tie
start
it.
to
You go tie it. I'm
I'll
attuning to my
and I'll
cloak.
have
You
my
go tie it.
geomantic. I'll have my geomantic summon help me tie it down as well.
Okay, could I have Roxanne then with advantage from Rogue as well? Everyone, unless Rogue wants to make it, anyone can with advantage. A dexterity based check, like probably acrobatics or sleight of hand.
Ooh, if it's
Acrobatics.
acrobatics, I would love to make it.
Or sleight of hand. Yeah. What's your bonus?
+7 to acrobatics.
Okay, you go. You go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
There you go.
Rogue darts down there with Roxanne, and
I just kind of do like a little bit of a front flip, you know. On
the
the way
summons like goes down with like a bunch of rope and everything like wrapped around it, and
From
like
the
goes up
pulley
to you.
system.
You grab onto it from behind Rogue, and it like circles around it a bunch of times, and you start to
Tie
loop
it up.
knots on the feet.
Oh wait, we should
the-
add some cushions.
the bottom of this thing.
Add some cushions.
Roxanne thinks good idea. You should add some cushions. What do you use for cushions?
Bob.
I use Silent Steve's pillows.
You're not using me for cushions.
But you're so fluffy.
Bob, give us your clothes.
You don't need them
All right,
anyway.
I'm gonna make the acrobatics
The
roll.
naked goblin meme to be in
Slap
place.
the
We can do
13.
that.
Okay, it's
I was
tied up to the
thinking-
mast.
Yeah, it's tied up.
Roxanne, you grab-
I don't know. Like, I get some spared clothes that we don't need. Some cloth.
Sorta, yeah. There's a little bit. You've used up a bit of it already for making your
Pulley.
fixing your clothes when you first got on the ship. But yes,
Oh, what?
or not first, but when you were on the ship, you had initially fixed your clothes because they had been
Oh
partially
yeah,
destroyed by
acetone.
acid. So now, yeah, you guys get the piano tied up to this.
To the mast.
It disappears into the void.
Yep.
No, where'd it go? What the fuck?
It
won't come
disappears
back.
into the void.
It won't come back.
It's in
moved. It moved. It's gone forever. It moved.
Oh no! Did the void creatures get onto the ship?
Yeah,
It-
it sucked
it
it up.
literally-
It sucked
I
it
tried
up.
to move it, and it just fucking teleported in on itself. It folded in on itself. It's gone.
We did such a good job that it just like disappeared
Okay,
from
well,
reality.
Patty Piano screams and throws himself.
Patty Penis.
Okay.
Patty
Patty Piano.
Penis.
He is like
Patty
sitting
penis.
next to the piano, just like he's caressing it gingerly.
I like the name Patty Penis, but it's like pianist, kind of spelt really.
And the rest of the crew find their way back to their actual jobs or
Oh, well,
sleeping.
I'm gonna just take down the pulley system then. Don't need
Yes,
it.
you get the pulley system taken down. That's fun. That's not the end of the world.
Yeah, easy
It's
clap.
literally like 90% an animated object that you control. So yeah, you do that easily.
Oh, okay. Can I help Rogue attune to his cloak at all?
I don't think I'm just. I want to take an
So
hour.
the
and do
options
that.
are you can take an hour and try to identify it, or you can like you can over the course of like a rest try to identify it, or if someone hasn't identified, they can identify it.
I
I
mean, I
just
do
want
have
to
it.
attune to it. I don't want to identify it.
Okay,
It's-
so what we're kind of doing is we're just assuming like you guys have 3 days, so unless something happens on the ship journey, you're just
I
just
can
talking
make
and
Does
then
I
everything's
can
Mizuko
going
make
on.
come
something
take her as
happen.
Kyle? Because she said she wanted to do that.
Does Mizo kill Kyle? No, not yet. Mizo's
Okay.
kind of in hiding. She's somewhere on the
Oh.
ship. Like she's just hanging out.
Well, I would like.
Is that
Well, I guess
witch
like
lady?
I guess a few days, like in like a few hours in, I'd probably take her food, like just initially.
You're like, I'm sorry I tortured you.
I'm sorry I stabbed you. Here's some food. So how's your day going? Would you like anything?
Okay, so you're talking to Miza right now, so we'll do that first. So you go down below deck.
I also
bring
got a
Miza.
room. Remember, I got a room because I talked to Captain Elliot.
You did indeed.
build
You have
stuff.
yourself a
Yeah.
you
So
have yourself a little workshop.
yeah. So afterwards, I'm just gonna start working on the cannon, like designing it.
Okay, Roxanne.
Yeah. Just like all the 3 days.
So you go and you give Miza some food. She is. Are you wanting to roleplay, or
I got. Oh
do you
yeah.
want her reaction? She. I don't need your charity. She kind of
It's not-
looks at the like hardtack you're like offering her.
I mean, it's not charity.
Hardtack and
I
dried
mean, you
lime.
need food to live.
There's
I
food.
think. Yeah, yeah. So I was
This is
gonna
fine.
bring some, and I thought you were in hiding, so you were trying to like not be seen. So I thought,
You know, seems a little bit like everyone in the ship might want to kill me. She looks
yeah,
at you with a glare.
yeah. I mean, you did kind of summon tree. Although I will say, while really weird way of doing it, you did manage to get rid of the trees in the end. You just also
And
got rid of
my
like the whole
dagger.
and like the whole entire island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like talking to you.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah.
I wouldn't like talking to me neither.
So how's the weather?
You tell me.
That is a fair point. I mean, wait, what is the weather?
It's a normal day outside.
Yeah, it's a normal day outside. A few clouds
Partly
here and
cloudy.
yeah, a few clouds here and there. And a nice cool breeze from the ocean. We just lowered a piano down into like the thing, and some guy obsessed with it about. Oh wait, can I ask her about the guy, the woman, the guy, woman he mentioned about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked her. I don't remember her name.
Old Lynn.
Oh, but yeah.
Old Lynn.
Yeah, he mentioned about some old Lynn turning his wife into a piano. They call her
It
Piano.
was she was a goblin woman. She lived out in the middle of the forest. I don't know much about her. She kept to herself. No one much liked her. Every once in a while, people would go to her and ask for favors.
Ah,
Did
who's
you just
that?
write in a hermit relative of Bob's?
What are you talking about?
Old Lynn? Robert Lynn?
I don't know
Goblin?
what you're talking about.
Old
know what you're talking
Lynn
about.
Donald had a farm.
There's no backstory here. What are you talking
E-I-E-I-O.
about?
I just realized that
It's
too.
not a write-in. It's been there since the start. If it's a write-in, it was a write-in like a month and a half ago, but yeah. Bob, you do recognize your own last name being mentioned multiple times.
I mean, it could be a different spelling.
I thought it was like Lin, if I'm being honest. I didn't even process that your last name was Lynn. And that. But I guess after
It's
Tristan
possible.
after Tristan
It's a
just says that his
possibility.
goblin.
And I didn't see any other goblins, like, in the evacuation either. Huh.
No.
Oh, it's too late for that family member,
Well,
probably.
There's Kyle. It was the only other goblin you saw in the. Well, there were. were there other goblins? None that were that looked like you or anything like that.
Fair. Well, even if it was a relative of mine, we probably can't do anything about it now, seeing as most of the forest is being swallowed by void creatures.
Are
Yeah.
you actively having a sort of a discussion that involves this sometime during the week to ask about this? Because
I probably told him later.
Because you could mention this to the other members of the
Yeah,
island too. They probably have information.
Okay.
As in they do.
All right.
If you want to.
I guess I
You
should
don't have
ask
to.
around.
You're allowed to hide from your past. It's
Well,
acceptable.
I guess I should see if there's anybody, if they ended up on
Turned
one of
some
the
dude's
ships.
wife into a piano, so
Oh my
I
gosh,
mean,
it-
that's pretty fucking
it's
sick. I need to get her
bandwagon.
to teach me that
That's
trick.
pretty fucking sick.
Being able to turn people's wives into inanimate objects, that's a hell of a party trick.
Oh no.
Watch as I turn this person into a piano.
Watch as I make your husband into an ottoman.
Watch
There,
as I
sit upon him. Isn't it slightly less comfortable than a normal chair?
watch as
Yeah.
I turn. I can't think of any of the stupid fucking Swedish names for furniture.
All right, so in that case, Bob probably would ask around about this old Lynn that was on the island and
Okay,
if they may have made it off.
Jim and Kyle both specifically know about her. The hunters have interacted with her before. She was kind of a medicine lady who lived in the woods, did weird shit. She had some magic items. Kyle and I'll say first you probably talk to Kyle. Kyle is the more willing to talk about things and immediately recognizes. She's like, Kyle just goes, "Yeah, I know her. She's where I got some of these." He gestures to his coat of random magical items. She just before a bit before, I don't know how long because she was in the woods, but before the trees and everything showed up on the island, she was gone. I went there one day to try to steal her stuff, like I did often, and she wasn't there, so I stole a bunch of her stuff. So
Huh, jeez.
yeah, she was like a blue skinned goblin woman, kind of old. She was really mean.
Oh
Really angry.
shit. Blue and red make purple.
Yeah, that sounds about right for a Lynn, honestly. Most of us have tempers.
Yeah.
But
It was really blue. It was crazy.
So you hadn't seen her since for some time? She might have made it off the island?
I mean, I went at least he scratches his head. I'll have him make a history check for exact timeline. Okay, he goes, at least 4 days before the trees showed up, I went there. She wasn't there. I don't know when she left though. It was every couple of months or so I'd go there. So
All right. Well, I guess we can try and ask the other captains about it. See if she might have made it off. Because otherwise, that means I'm going to have to go back to that island at some point, and I am not looking forward to that. But yeah, hopefully she's not stuck there. It would suck to learn I had a random aunt somewhere, and they ended up dying to void creatures that someone summoned.
Yeah.
we kill Mizza. At night we kill Mizza.
At night we ride.
So then you probably eventually talk to Jim as well. Jim, who mentions, well, the I'm not certain this is the same person, but my cousin, who we discussed before, he had mentioned speaking with an old lady in the woods. She was the one who asked him about going out to the Whispering Isles.
Wait, so she probably went with him on this expedition?
I don't know. I never met her. We were looking for work, and he said he found some work that was coming up, but he thought it would be too dangerous for me. Every once in a while he would bring me with him on his expeditions, but he said it was probably too dangerous for me this time, and he went off months, a month or so before the trees appeared.
All
And
right.
I haven't seen him since. He's been gone for a while. I waited
Okay.
for his return. The expedition was probably going to take at least a week or so because they were going up through ice, but
So let me recap my memory a little bit. What was he going on an expedition for? Was it knowledge, treasure, something valuable?
he said that the old lady was looking for a machine up in the ice. She needed people to go with her, porters, explorers, and Rack was a rather intrepid person. Well, is, hopefully.
All right, I think I've heard enough. Hey, Roxanne,
What?
you ever seen snow rocks?
You mean ice?
No, I mean snow rocks.
Rocks and snow?
Yeah.
I mean, haven't I told
And
you I've never seen rocks before?
you want to see snow rocks?
Sure, it sounds important to the plot.
See, here I am trying to actually engage his character, and he pulls this shit.
No, that is my character.
No, Roxanne's character genuinely thinks that life is like storybooks.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well,
You think?
I guess we're going to the Whispering Isles then. If we happen to find your cousin, so be it.
Oh, okay.
And it sounds like people are wanting to identify books, or not books, but the items you guys found, correct?
I'm wanting to build a cannon on the front of the ship and like design it.
I think there's a number of items that haven't been identified, but I
So
don't
that
have
when we
any
get
of
to
them.
Yeah, so
Isle
you guys
Forge,
have
I can get like the
4
iron casting.
You guys have 4 items. I'm pretty sure I have a spell scroll, Bob. I don't know who.
Oh, that's right. I didn't add
actually
that
picked
because it was
that
a
up.
random scroll.
Also, Discord's
it was
just
a random
lagging
scroll
like
you
crazy
found.
for me.
Yeah, I have 2 random scrolls. So if we get those identified, that would be great.
Okay.
Is my voice lagging at all whenever I talk? Because you guys
Not for us. No. It
okay.
seems
Your
fine.
guys' voice lags sometime.
It's weird.
I don't know.
Very
yeah,
weird.
Is everyone else fine?
Sounds like a problem with your download. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Like either way.
I'm fine.
Nobody has anything downloading randomly?
No, I
We're probably
shouldn't.
good. Seems good. Is it
Okay.
better now?
No, it's definitely me. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to work on that, I don't know if Roxanne has any of the magic items.
No, I don't.
Okay, so with that in mind, Bob, where did you get the other spell scroll?
I think I got both spell scrolls from Mrs. Sanctuary. Like
okay,
the
you
place where I
picked up
found the book.
Yeah, okay, you picked up. Yes, there was the she smashed the chest. The chest was smashed, and there were spell scrolls and a wand and some other stuff in there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Rogue, you took the studded leather off of Miza and the cloak off of her, correct? Tegan's dead.
What?
Tegan's dead.
Sorry, I was reading something.
You took the studded leather and the cloak off of Miza, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So over the course of the next couple days, you could identify those, and otherwise, if you guys want to. Sounds
To
like
be
first
fair,
things first.
Well, I mean, we
Yes.
already kind of know what the studded leather is. I would love to identify the cloak that shimmers and possibly attune to it because I've been wearing it this whole time.
Yeah, so the studded leather was some sort of leather of resistance, and you weren't exactly certain
Probably
what kind, but
fire.
it seemed probably
Probably
fire.
like fire.
The cloak as well. So could you make me an Arcana check, Rogue? And then Bob, you have I believe one free identify a day.
Yep, from my book.
Yeah, and then Roxanne, you're working on a cannon, so depending on how long you want to work on that, that determines how many identifies you can do.
Well, if they come up and ask me
That's
for
a
it,
19 for that
I
Arcana
can
check.
help them. But
Okay.
it sounds like they don't need it.
So Bob as well, and everyone.
I'm just up front drawing like a circle on the ground.
Yeah, we'll work with Roxanne working on stuff as well soon. Let's do these magic items just so we have them done with. Okay, so you guys have Bob, what are you identifying as well as
I'm just identifying the scrolls, like one day, and then
Okay.
I'll try and Arcana
So
on the
these
other one.
scrolls are go ahead for your Arcana then, and then
18.
okay, so these scrolls are one spell scroll of Melf's Minute Meteors.
Did you say MILFs?
Melf.
Melf, MELF.
Though
Okay.
he do like
He'd do like
mothered.
motherly
Motherly.
and minute.
And me or
I can't find a scroll of that anywhere.
just
it'll
do
be-
a second level
it'll
spell
just be
scroll.
I believe it's 3rd level, yeah.
Is it Melf? I thought Melf's
Yeah,
Minute
Melf's
Meteors.
Minute, pretty sure it's 3rd level because it's the same as Fireball.
Fireball.
And then the other one is a spell scroll, Burning Hands.
You're right, it is 3rd level.
So you just add a 3rd level and a 1st level spell scroll, and then note what spell they are on the scroll.
Okay.
And then you also someone has a wand, big red wand, and someone else had.
To be fair, I gave the big red one back to Miza.
Oh, that's true.
Because she said she needed it to cast spells, and I wanted her to possibly fight the things, but then she ran.
That is the truth.
Like a bitch.
You spend some time trying to attune yourself or otherwise like learn about this. You said you rolled a 19, Rogue?
I did roll a 19. That's with no plus.
Give me a sec just to check this.
You already know it.
You spend some time. This magic item seems very elusive, and you are unable with just hanging out with it to attune to it.
I'm gonna have to make fun of this magic item on a personal level.
I'm gonna say with an Arcana check of 19, though, you do manage to figure out the studded leather is studded leather of cold resistance.
Oh, so it's the exact opposite of what we thought.
Yeah, I mean, it turns out Miza has fire resistance already, so she wanted something else.
Oh wow, cold resistance. That sounds oddly useful for a place that we're going to soon.
No. I mean, if you're taking cold damage, yes, but it doesn't let
Armor
you
of
survive
cold
in the
resistance studded leather. Got it. Add to equipment.
You just equip it immediately.
Well, it's attunement slot, isn't it?
I think so, but
also I don't think I have. Is this light armor?
Yeah, studded leather is light armor.
I could equip that. I don't think it'll actually make me have a better AC. Though.
I'm pretty sure it's better than leathers.
Oh, no, it is. It is slightly better than my just nothing AC. Huh. But I don't usually take like damage.
You've almost died like 3 times.
Okay, but every other time where I haven't been up against insurmountable odds, I've one-shot the creature.
I guess with that in mind, Miza has that wand, so that's fine.
I just want to make sure that other people don't need it before I go taking magic items.
Yeah, you could have people check out that cloak if you want. You have other people that could do it, Rogue, if you want to.
You know what? Sure. I'm going to go around to people who I'm not going to say
care
trust.
about.
People who I know.
You've got
Roxanne and Bob.
What are you going to for advice first?
It's a shot in the dark, but Bob looks busy with those scrolls over there, and Roxanne's just kind of looking at a bunch of pieces of wood and messing around with them.
No, I'm not messing. No, I'm not messing. I'm drawing stuff like on the ground and like pointing out, like, oh, if I get rid of that,
Yeah,
I can put this here.
The wooden cannon.
No, it's not gonna be wooden.
You're gonna have to find metal and find a way.
I know we're going to Iron Forge.
Yes. It's just that you're not there yet. So for now,
I know. No. That's why I'm like
So-
designing and
Hi.
sketching it.
Roxanne.
Hi.
Do you know how to identify items of a magical persuasion?
Yes.
Can you do it for the cloak?
Stunned silence.
Miss is just gone.
Miss is not there. I moved her away because she's not there. She's not like watching you identify her formally her cloak.
I just don't want
She's
to
just staring around the corner like, I'll kill you, I'll kill
I
you.
just don't want to talk to Missa about it, okay? Look, okay, Mrs. Someone I know, but I know I can't trust her. And she probably wants the cloak back. So if I go talk to her
It's
about
the
it.
cloak of go fuck yourself.
Wait. Identify only takes 1 minute.
You can cast it as you can use a spell
Ritual.
slot for it to take
Oh.
1 minute, or you can cast it as a ritual and then it takes 11 minutes because it takes 10
Oh.
extra minutes, but it doesn't use a spell slot if you do that.
Well, I don't care about spell slots. I don't think we're gonna be fighting, and plus, you're probably like asking me, then like I'm gonna just.
I
be
don't
taking
care
all
about
that
fighting.
No
stuff.
spell
Plus
slots.
Yeah.
Plus
Fine,
L
I'll use
plus
the
only 3
ritual. I was
NPC
like,
level.
11
take-
minutes later, Rogue, you find out. Well, Roxanne finds out, and then you find out that this is a cloak of the chameleon.
Come chameleon.
Hey, Rogue,
Yeah.
you know that cloak you gave me? Yeah, it's a cloak of chameleon.
It's mine
Aye.
now. Goodbye. Jumps
Yeah,
off the boat.
It's mine
Thank
now.
you. And I jump off after her and I start walking on water. Fuck you.
I start flying in the air. Screw you.
Yeah, well, I just teleport up to you and one shot you. I commit war crimes.
Oh yeah? I
Teleports
just fly
behind
higher.
I was say, do you say
behind-
nothing personnel, kid?
Yes.
Nothing personal, kid.
I just throw a flashbang at your face.
All right. Also, Roxanne,
Hello.
I have this cold resistant studded leather. Are you good with light armor?
I mean, I have armor on.
True, but is it cold resistant?
I mean, I can probably make it cold resistant.
Maybe. Should I go see if Bob wants it first?
Probably. I don't know.
Aye. I'll go check with
Wait,
Bob.
if it's cold, I can just absorb elements. I'm good. Yeah. I
Okay,
can do
okay.
that.
A number of times equal to your spell slots, though. You can't do that
Yeah.
forever.
I know. I don't really plan on going on in the cold mud.
Okay.
I'm
You
not.
You just discussed like 30 seconds ago going to the cold with Bob.
All right. I'll go talk with
I
with
don't. I
Bob
plan on
and,
taking cold damage a lot in the
and
near
see
future,
if
so
I
I'm good
can
right now.
see
Makes
if he wants it.
I go back up to the front of the ship, just like imagining like this cannon.
Yes. So what we'll do is once you have the supplies and stuff, I'll have you make a check with your tools and stuff.
Yeah.
Ahoy, Bob, me boy.
How's it going, Rogue?
It's going all right. I took a look at some of the magic items I got from Misa, and do you possibly need some leather armor of resistance of cold variety?
You know, if I believed in a deity, I feel like this would be a god trying to tell me something.
It's not.
Bob, we're going to a cold place soon.
It's not. I rolled it on a random
I-
item table.
I'm aware.
Shut up, God!
Thank you.
Screw you.
Bob
I
will
know you're.
Rogue. Because we need to go to the Whispering Isles, because in addition to Jim's cousin, I might have a family member. up
Whispering
there.
Isles plus L plus no cold resistance plus.
Plus
Sorry.
rolled it on a random item table.
sorry. So, do you want it? Because I personally don't get hit by much other than
Literally
saving
everything you
throws.
fought.
You know what? I'll take it.
You know what?
Can
Sounds
Bob
good.
wear
Have
studded leather?
Can you wear
I
light armor?
believe so. It's still called.
Is it goblins? Are goblins the ones that can wear?
I can fix it for him though.
It's
Like,
ma-
Fix it up.
you
it's
do,
magic,
yes.
so it
Leather
can
considered
magically
light
shrink,
armor,
can't
and I
it?
have proficiency with light armor as a bard.
You do.
It's also
So-
a rare
Rare.
magic item, so won't it shrink to
No.
fit?
No, that's only specific magic items.
I can
You're
also
a
just.
bit what?
I can also just like.
Well, then can I
It
just
does
make
fit.
it use it because it's not
It does
goblin
fit.
sized?
It is
Alright.
magic, so
Okay.
it like fits
Add
you. It's just, it
yourself
doesn't, like,
armor of
it
cold
doesn't-
resistant studded leather to
The
your
only armor that
inventory,
doesn't
Bob.
require the
and I'll
proficiency
delete
for it
it
is
from
elven
mine.
armor. Or if I decide on a whim. I'm a whimsical god.
So cute.
Never say that again. I could kill you in an instant.
All right, so I'm not attuned to the Cloak of Chameleon.
Not yet, but now that you know what it is, you can attempt to. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so armor of cold resistance, studded leather.
Okay, so
Yeah. Bob is kidded.
he is. Look, all right, we keep the healers alive. And then
True.
I get to get back up 4 times and kill people more.
Yeah,
right.
I just chuck healing rock at you and you come back to life.
My attunement slots are
Exactly.
full now, like between the slippers, the armor, and my bagpipes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Dave, it's just this cannon thing. So I put a rock in it, and it'll have this massive force out of it, and it'll launch it at a ship. And because it's rock and not wood, like these arrows of the ballista, it will deal damage more to the hull, causing it to sink. What do you think?
I don't understand this concept.
Rock.
Why would it go? Why would the rock go really far? Are you gonna throw it? You don't look that strong.
No. I'm gonna build this. You know how like these ballista things, like they launch the arrows.
Yes.
I'm gonna do something.
Because there's
similar.
a big like string there, and it like it's like got tension or whatever that word is.
Yeah, tension.
What
Don't
the
worry.
fuck
It's
is
a big word.
tension?
Yeah, no.
It's what's building between Deadly Dave and Roxanne right now.
Dave, hear me out.
Dun.
There's these other magical things that allow me to propel this rock very fast and very far.
From up in the mast, Krabby Kevin goes, "Get real, not true."
Plus L.
I use a spell slot to launch catapult on a rock, just to prove it.
What rock? There's no rocks.
I have
on the rock
You
knife.
pull a rock out. Where do you throw the rock?
Just out in the
Into
ocean.
his chest.
Okay.
Wait,
Kill Krabby Kevin.
Wait.
Fuck
does
that
Krabby
guy in
Kevin-
the rafters. He made fun of me.
Yeah, I just. Wait, does he? If he happens to be smoking something.
Look, catapult can
not.
kill him
Okay,
in one hit.
Is he eating a
Please
sandwich
don't.
or something?
No, he's holding the fucking sail in the right location. Not always.
okay.
He's in charge of this sail.
No, I just use catapult to launch the rock out in like the ocean very far, very
It
fast.
goes really far.
Yeah,
Do
use a
it,
spell
dude.
slot.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
do
it's like-
that. How many
What-
times can you do that?
No. I'm gonna make a machine that will be able to propel a bigger rock.
A machine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's
build
gonna
this
make an
cannon thing.
intelligence check real quick. What's a machine?
Well, it's something to help you automate it. It's like this. The boat is technically a machine.
Okay, he's gonna make
The-
another intelligence check. What does the word automate mean?
Every single time I use a.
You're using some big words there, lass.
I
This
know
is a
you.
pirate.
Rogue,
Imagine
I know
pirate
you know.
from like the
Rogue, shut up.
1500s. He's never heard
Rogue,
these words
shut up.
before.
I know you know what these words mean. Anyways, it helps you with
If I
doing
give these
daily
guys a
tasks.
warhead, will they explode?
If you give these guys a Sour Patch Kid, that explodes.
All right, Kevin, Krabby Kevin. See, it helps you in automating and helps you ease your life.
You
It's
keep
like a
using
tool.
words I don't understand.
It makes
a
your
tool?
life.
That
yeah,
I understand.
Yeah, it's like a tool.
That's what you are, isn't it?
Shut up, Rogue. You're not
Krabby
helping.
Kevin cries and throws himself in the ship now.
You see, that's the power of words. Don't bully.
I mean,
Fuck.
Bob shows us the power of words.
He does.
All
He
the
bullies
time.
people.
Bob bullies people so hard that he kills them.
Yo,
I don't have vicious mockery. That's not a spell that I took.
yo, you guys know
Yeah.
the pictures of just like how people grab animals around the neck and they just stick their tongue out?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was
I don't.
Do you grab Mr. Mastiff around the neck?
no,
and then
no,
you just go,
that
"Blem"? He gives you a mlem.
exactly. You know what? Sure, fuck it. Go to the next scene. Next scene.
Yeah. I just.
Screen pan, screen wipe, screen wipe.
Star wipe. Star wipe.
Star wipe. Long rest. Shit. Okay.
I want to attune to this goddamn cloak. I've been trying for days.
You attuned to the cloak of the chameleon.
Fuck yeah. Later, I'm done with this game.
I'm done with this game. I got the cloak.
I got
That's
the
all I've
cloak.
ever wanted.
It's all I ever wanted.
Okay. Well,
This is an energy. I'm giving off an energy right now, and y'all ain't
You
matching
are.
it.
We're all
I'm
So
giving
giving
up
off
energy so hard.
The
that it's
energy
just-
that I think all
look,
of us are giving off right now
you
is,
guys
like,
are at a 7.
moderately
I need y'all
confused.
at a 12. Okay.
No, my sister just texted me to be quiet. She's trying to sleep.
Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to sleep.
Try to sleep.
Be like, it's Friday. I don't have to be quiet.
Looking
Well, it's 9
forward to
o'clock. I
the
don't have to be quiet
weekend.
yet.
Weekend Friday.
Weekend. It's Friday. This is what we're playing on Friday, so I can yell what the dragon noise is.
Is
in the
greater
middle of- dragon
invisibility
will
only
stick
a
across your
4th
face.
level spell?
We are disorganized today. Yes.
Yes.
You sound super tired, Tristan, this whole time. I think we broke you
am-
before it even started.
I haven't slept good. In
I
months.
designed
Do you want to try caffeine?
I've been sick for 3.5 weeks, but that's fine.
Do you
It's
want to
not
try
break time.
caffeine?
We don't talk about this right now. This is D&D time.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah,
However, it is break time in D&D time.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, really?
We could do break time.
Get a dragon in here. I want to kill it.
We could do break time.
We
I
could
thought you
do
were about to
break
You
time.
guys want to take a little break?
It might
Sure.
be
I mean,
break
Yeah, we
pick
take a
up
little
it.
break.
and then we
can
could come back. Tristan can go get a 30-minute
I'm
nap
going
in.
to give you an option because the bot isn't working. Chat. Do they fight harpies or do they get to Isle Forge on their own?
Are you're leaving that to your chat?
I'm leaving
No,
it
no,
up
all
to my.
chat.
There's no one in my chat. I'm leaving it up to my
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah, everyone just say it starts spamming in every single person's chat.
Everybody starts spamming the chat. What do you guys want to fight harpies or do you want to go to Isle Forge?
Yeah, just say it in chat. I'll tell them.
Harpies question mark.
Peaceful. Sorry.
You never said I couldn't vote.
No, don't worry. I already rolled for whether or not there was a random encounter. It's not. So here's the whole deal. I don't like random. We'll do break and we'll pick up at Isle Forge. I don't like random encounters that are completely random. So what I do is I come up with things that like make sense, and then I roll for whether or not they happen.
Can we just fight like
Right.
40 baboons?
Czar sub. Czar just sub.
I've been subbed.
Thanks, Czar. Your patronage is highly appreciated.
You now get 4 times the
Only
gems.
5 more, and I can pay Tegan to play Final Fantasy for exclusively Final Fantasy. for the rest of his life.
Exclusively Final Fantasy for 30 more days.
Is that a hint I need to give someone subs?
No.
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 Sorry, it's okay.
You've
You're not
gifted
required
enough.
to do anything.
It's
It's
okay.
okay, Czar.
It's okay. You can
You're-
sleep now.
I fucking
I
Hero,
swear to
pick up your
pick up your crown,
bell.
king.
Pick up your bell hat, king. You dropped this.
It's okay. Not,
Well, you
not
can do it again.
It's not always
is-
about the money,
is
Spider-Man.
Patty
It's about the
Piano. This
Mets,
is-
baby. Gotta love the Mets. Hit a home run. Love the Mets.
This is Patty Piano talking to his wife Piano.
Patty Piano.
It's okay. You can sleep now. Stroking.
Patty Piano
okay.
and his
You
wife,
can sleep now.
Perry Piano.
Her name was Googie.
Goggy?
Piano.
Goggy?
No,
Goggy?
Googgy.
Oh,
Goggy.
she's a great old one warlock.
Yeah.
By the way,
Ah.
just recently Tristan learned that great old one warlocks are called goo warlocks.
It's not true.
It is.
It's not true.
They're called
It's an abbreviation that could be used for
they're
them.
called goo
Listen.
warlocks.
Listen, the Great Old One isn't the one that gets the tentacles, though, so you can't call it the Goo Warlock.
Yeah, but it gets goo. It gets good. It's goo warlock.
Can't
Every
wait to
day
get
we
to
stray
Isle Forge and
further
get
from
the-
Bahamut's light.
And get the
Fuck that dragon.
cannon. I'm gonna
Don't
make
fuck
a
the
nice
dragon.
Cannon. I'm gonna make such a nice cannon. It's gonna launch stuff.
Yo, is that canon, bro?
Yeah.
Yo, is that canon, bro?
All right. I think I should go get more caffeine. No.
Probably.
Yo, should I take a melatonin and see how things go?
No, you should
I've
not
got-
mix prescriptions.
I've got 600 milligrams of melatonin and 600 milligrams of caffeine. Let's see which one works better.
Three, two,
I'm
one,
fight
fight.
it out, man. Like, don't go down that road.
I know. I'm joking.
We have children.
And I'm not. There's supplements as well as I'm not saying anyone should do these kind of things. I am a chemical experiment and imbalance.
See, Tristan's a biologist and Tegan's a chemologist.
Tegan's
I'm an experiment.
He's an expert.
I'm an
just-
experience.
I just like the fact that I went up to him and just like, why didn't you just put brakes on the piano?
Yeah, I mean, you
There.
could,
Yeah, you have
put
to keep
brakes on
playing
the
Final
piano.
Fantasy.
You could have just put brakes on the piano.
You're bullying him.
I am
Like,
bullying
around
him
break
just a
right
little
I'm
now.
bit.
upstairs getting food. I can't see anything right now.
It's fine. You'll see it when you
Ow.
get back. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it until then. You're fine.
Oh, okay. So,
So,
Ken is gonna
You
be
come here
mad.
often?
I mean, I try and make it here at least twice a month.
So do I want
Yeah.
a short barrel
I mean,
cannon or a long?
I
Last
think we're
weekend
like
was-
30% right now. We're going on 30%.
Yeah, last weekend was
Completion rate?
definitely not under my control, so.
That's okay. I'm not judging anyone. I've been sick for 3.5 weeks. It's so much fun.
I'm judging everyone.
I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm not sick anymore. I just have like a small cough. It's fine. It'll go away. 3 weeks later. Still
have-
have it. Still
I
have
mean,
You
the
have
cough.
COVID?
The cops will stick around for fucking ever. Like, it's nuts.
I don't know. It's the air's super dry too, so like no matter how much water I drink, it won't fucking go away. It's
Just bathe yourself in water.
as opposed to what?
Champagne.
water.
Say it,
Hot lava.
Nazca. Hot lava. No, I'm not Mizza.
Yeah.
I bathe in hot lava.
Nita is hot lava.
Gotta get some hot stuff, baby, this evening. Gotta get some hot stuff, baby, tonight.
Yeah, I don't know why my internet was just glitching out there. It
Man,
seems
that was such
better
an
now.
excellent performance, and I get DMCA'd from that.
Thanks.
It's gonna.
I mean,
Try.
I'm the one posting all of this to YouTube, so
I mean,
That's not true. That's me.
I
That's-
post them to
well,
my bots.
I'm keeping the
channel.
VODs on my Twitch channel, so.
I mean, the VODs are.
I'm
always
so
different
good.
these
I'm so
days.
good at this game.
Yes,
Googie.
Googie. And we have.
I don't need
Jim
any of this
Reinhardt.
this time. I ate a bunch before this, so I'm gonna eat after we're done.
I should probably start adding a session number to these titles,
Same.
just so that people can actually get a feel for how deep into this we are.
Yeah, it's very deep.
We're deep in the paint. I don't know how deep we are, okay? Level 4 is the strangest one because every campaign I've ever been in that I've run, it was
Mhm.
fine. As in I've run 2 and they both got up to like one's at level 13, the other one got up to level 18. And so I'm fine, but every campaign I've played as a player in, we get to level 3 and then it gets canceled. It's like,
That's weird. At least we made it past that benchmark.
yes.
To be
We still have
fair, a
level
lot
5.
of them only go the first session and then get canceled.
Yeah, but that's okay. So Tegan and I, Tegan and I have started just playing D&D. Like we're ignoring all our friends that we play D&D with because for some reason every time they'll spend like months making campaigns and like maps and like battle maps and like everything, and they'll have it all this lore and everything. And then one session, then we never touch that universe again.
Jesus.
It's like why would you work so hard on that if you didn't want? If
Yeah,
you
that's
were
it.
Oh,
gonna
holy
cancel-
shit! Thank you, Czar,
What?
for the subs.
You probably saw.
Look, I just got back and I threw my tacos into the
Calling
microwave.
it in. Czar cheesecake.
Yo,
You have to keep playing Final Fantasy.
that is.
Czar
For
beef.
30
You know what?
days.
You paid for it. I'll do a whole nother. I'll do a whole nother month at least. I'm being forced to continue playing Final Fantasy. Oh no, great.
And you have to get into Heavensward. That's my condition.
I can get into Havensward. I said that with a question mark at the end.
Nice.
I can slay the Jabberwock.
It's actually a dragon, I think.
It's actually not that hard.
Oh yeah.
Just get a
Tristan,
Vorpal sword. It's fine.
Tristan,
Yeah.
if Mr. Mastiff dies, you die. Just to let you know.
Mr. Mastiff exists specifically as an outside of universe joke because there's a dog barking in real life. Okay? So
And if you killed Mr. Mastiff, you can just
I
send me your
didn't do
address.
anything. He's all that's happened with him is he's barked and blemmed. That's all
Yes.
that's happened.
Yes, that's more than enough.
If you
Yeah.
burn the ship down, everyone dies, including Mr. Mastiff. So you know what?
Ship burn,
Yeah.
everyone die.
And you
Let that
die.
be a lesson to you. Don't burn the ship down, Nazca.
Okay, but what if I
know the
really
fire
want
would
to?
burn.
L plus flammable.
If you have any idea how to make an explosive for this cannon, you absolutely know that wood is flammable.
I
Can
know.
we have
Absolutely.
Can we have a
wood is
discussion
flammable.
about how there's no fucking rules for fire in D&D?
I mean, not for spreading naturally, no.
Not for spreading, not for fire, not for like normal fire. And magical fire, the only
But
stuff that does magical fire is magical items and spells. And there's specific rules, which means if, for example, if something doesn't say that, because there's no like general rule for how fire works, the only way fire happens is the DM says it happens. Because the specific rules are all like a specific thing that catches on fire. It, like if you hit something flammable, it catches on fire, and that's only a couple spells. Which means like if you use the what's it called, like fire shield, and like run up and smack into something, it doesn't catch on fire. It's like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, that's
Can
kind
we
of weird.
talk about how most D&D rules are just written very poorly, and that's why rules as written is a really stupid way of going about it?
No.
Rules are
Czar, are
rules.
you aware of the using magic mouth to get true sight out to 30 feet at all times?
No.
Okay, well, I'm just like, this is banned. You're not allowed to do this. You're welcome to use magic mouth, but you're not allowed to do this. So with magic mouth, the spell itself says that when a creature of your choice, like any given thing you can specify, and it does not give rules for how it determines this, just says when. So you can say, whenever anyone who doesn't say my password comes within 30 feet of me, tell me. And you can like put that on an earring. So then you can just have like an earring that anytime anyone of anything that doesn't say the password comes within 30 feet of you, you know. So like invisible creatures, it gets those.
And Magic Mouth has true
Shape-changed
sight.
creatures. Yeah, Magic Mouth, it doesn't say it as true sight. It just has more knowledge than the DM because literally the spell just says when. So like it doesn't say like when a creature you are aware of does this thing. It doesn't say when a creature that has failed the stealth check. It doesn't specify any rules for how to determine it. It just says when a creature meets these conditions. So if you specify the condition that any creature that you haven't approved, it includes invisible creatures, it includes like succubuses, it includes anything transformed, it includes literally anything. So you just have true sight out to 30 feet.
It's kind of nuts.
Yeah, it's a second level spell.
Hey Tristan, I'm thinking of
L
changing the
plus true
spell.
sight. I mean, you could always just become a 14th level rogue as well.
Well, does that mean you'll allow me to change out a cantrip?
When you level up, I'm fine with you guys changing out spells and stuff, yeah. I mean,
Oh.
Nazca can change out spells because Nazca is...
Nazca.
No, because you can take a long rest and switch out your spells.
I was going to say, my question for swapping out the cantrip was because of the fact that rules is written, you can only swap out spells of first level and higher.
Tasha's Cauldron lets you switch out cantrips sometimes, and also I don't care. Like, when you level up, you can switch out your cantrips.
It's like Pokemon. You just forget it.
Also, if you have like a traumatic
L
experience,
plus no
and you
magic.
feel like your character would change in some way, and you have like spells or other things that like would represent that better, like the change, you can pitch that to me, and we'll talk about it. Like yeah, I'm not. I don't care. I just want it to be fun. I'm not worried about this stuff.
Because I kind of want to get Vicious Mockery and swap it out for Card Throw. But yeah.
Okay. I'm not worried about it.
Well,
You guys
I'm
leveled
ready.
up last session, right?
Yeah, last session.
You haven't combated or anything since then. Yeah, if you want to switch it out,
Awesome.
you can do that.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Okay. Who do we have here? Is there anything else important to talk about? You got Kyle.
I'm opening up my chocolate bar really quick, so
We already talked to.
So here's the whole
Ironhorn.
thing. I put a bunch of stuff in the world, and I was like, I wonder which one they'll want to do. But you guys wanted to do the Whispering Isle one, so I was just like, okay. I mean, that's. I mean, but you guys is 5 Czar ones too, because like there's a bunch of there's lore, there's deep lore. Okay, I promise.
There's a guy on our ship who's obviously placed there.
Rogue has dreamed of the Lily of Legends for years.
I
I have no idea what that is, but all right.
One day you will find it.
One day, I will
One
find
day
the Lily
more.
of Legend. That is a meme that has been happening since I played fucking
It's out
Dremel
there.
Primordial. It's somewhere.
It's out there. It's somewhere.
Where
It's
Lily
out
of
there.
Legend.
Like the Fountain of Truth or something like that. The Fountain of Youth. Fountain of Youth, not Fountain of Truth.
The Fountain of
Fine.
Boof. You got
Fountain
Boof.
of Boobs.
No. There will be no Fountain of Boof here.
I said boobs.
There will be no Fountain of Boobs either.
Gosh dang it.
Milk fountain, milk fountain.
Milkies. Ooh woo.
Oh.
Well,
Look, I don't have any point goals like that.
I just think it's funny. Like the whole options here were like I thought you guys were gonna like end up being pirates, but it seems like I don't know. You guys do not have the like constitution of you don't have the what would you call it, the chops.
Do you mean?
I'll
do you
have
mean
you
to
know,
torture?
I'm a
Your
great
characters are
fucking
not
pirate.
pirates.
I'm
Your
a great
characters are not
fucking
pirates,
pirate.
it's
Fuck
great.
you.
I mean, I'm okay with torture.
Roxanne
Not all pirates
is
have to
a
torture.
maniac. Roxanne's down to clown with anything.
I'm down. They're all just storybook characters.
You're all just characters in my
Y'all
story.
just characters. Look, see the pirates. The pirates are the pirates, and they do their pirate things.
Well, apparently I had an extra cantrip slot just laying around, and an extra spell, an extra known spell as well. So,
Oh yeah, if
fix
you
that
leveled
real
up, you probably got
I never knew how much I hated white
higher
chocolate until
charisma?
this very
No,
moment.
you got. Did you up your charisma?
I did not, but I guess I just hadn't
Oh,
selected
you leveled
everything.
up. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
you leveled up. Oh, I know what happened. The D&D Beyond happened. So you leveled up, and then you clicked on your spells, and you hadn't refreshed the page, and I probably had it open too. So it just didn't actually update how many spell slots you had and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does that. By the way, anyone who uses D&D Beyond, always when you like level up, when you change something important, refresh the page. Well, if it's written, if it's something long and written, copy paste that shit, put it somewhere actually secure.
You
D&D
can tell
Beyond has a
Tristan
tendency
has
to
PTSD.
no, it's not PTSD. I'm just letting you. D&D Beyond has a
Trauma.
tendency to like revert back to the last save
Trauma
of
ban,
your
trauma
character
ban.
sheet every once in a while, especially if like your DM and you are both looking at the character sheet at the same time.
Trauma
Just
ban.
be aware.
Trauma.
L plus trauma plus D&D Beyond.
L plus trauma plus something about white stone. something visage of you is hanging from a tree.
Something something.
Trauma.
Indeed.
L plus trauma plus white stone. Plus your
L plus
sister's
trauma
alive now
plus-
dead. Plus you can't hit a fucking
Plus
shot.
Vox Machina. We're gonna watch the finale. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be nice.
What the fuck is a Vox?
Voice.
Voice of the machine?
Vox Machina means voice in the machine. Yeah, it's a. I don't know why. Like they mention multiple times that it's a pun, but it's not. So I don't know. What
I think it's on Vex, Vax, Vox.
Yes, but I don't know where the Machina came from.
Probably like.
It is.
What's
It
Vex
is
and Vax?
Vox. You're not
What
wrong.
is Vex and Vax's last name?
Machina?
Because I know it's Voxalia and Vexalia.
It's Vapor Rub.
I'm trying to
ready to go
decide
back
what spell
again.
I want to pick. I'm not super impressed with a lot of these, but there are some
You've
that
got
could be
second level
interesting.
bard spells to pick from.
Yeah, I've got another one.
To be clear, you have the best spells list in the game aside from wizards.
Okay, Tristan, I just looked it up. You want to know what it is?
Do you want my
It is.
petition? Do you want
They
me to-
use the exact translation, which just means sound machine, and it's only because they're voice actors.
Oh, it all makes sense.
So it's not a pun on Vex.
I gotta look at those. I gotta look at those second level spells. Second level bard spells.
We're just taking a little bit of a break from D&D
We're just taking a little bit of a break, a little bit of a journey.
a little
here.
I'm thinking about Zone of Truth.
Zone of
I'm
Truth
thinking
is
about
fun.
Zone of
Oh yeah, you're an
Lies.
eloquence one, so you have a bunch of extra.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out which ones. Like, there's nothing that's direct combat application except for maybe Cloud of Daggers and maybe Heat
The
Metal.
one thing about Cloud of Daggers is you can't move it.
Yeah, that's the annoying part.
Wait, so if you were to
Heat
cast
Metal
it on
is the best spell in the game, just so you're aware.
It is very good.
So if you were to cast Cloud of Daggers on the ship
What do
and
you
the
know
ship
right
were to
now?
move, would the daggers stay still or would they stay relative to the ship?
It depends
depends
on
on the
whether or
ship.
not
You can
it's a
pick the
cast on the
air.
ship.
It says you fill
Or
the
the
air
air.
with daggers, so they wouldn't move if the ship moved. If you picked a point like on the ship, it would move. But since this fills the air, you just have daggers in the air, which is actually better.
So if the ship were to move, they would just stay in the same spot and the ship
Yeah,
would just run into them?
So technically, you can move the terrain around them, I guess. Yeah. What spells do you already know?
So if you were to cast it on the front of the ship and the ship moves, you could like
so far,
cause
I've
your
got
own.
Eldritch Blast, Mending, Summon Chair, and Vicious Mockery for my also Minor Illusion from the Book of Bear as my cantrips.
Yes.
Then I've got Animate Shadow, Bane, Cure Wounds, Healing Word, and Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but also Find Familiar and Identify from the Book of Bear.
That was fun.
Second level, I just have Lesser Restoration.
Lesser Restoration is one of those spells that's like you almost never need it, but when you need it, you need it. So since you're probably not going to use that a lot, you can't learn Misty Step, can you?
No.
Misty Step, best spell in the game.
I could add another first level spell, but I really want to get a second level spell instead.
Misty Step, one of the best spells. It's so good. I'm not even a fucking wizard.
Heat
And I
Metal is
took it.
always like at a minimum you 2d8 fire damage someone and they're not allowed to have a sword anymore.
Yeah.
So that one's pretty good. If you're fighting like knights or people with like good metal, it's also really good. Let's see. Oh, he's got knock. Knock's hilarious.
I've been pretty okay with my
pickpocketing
or my
if you want a
lockpicking.
damage spell, the best second level option is usually Shatter. The issue is it doesn't scale, so you'd probably want to just forget it later.
Yeah. And then my chat is suggesting Detect Thoughts.
But is it?
I don't have Web or Entangle.
Oh,
or
I was wondering if it was THOUGHT or THOT.
Either way, the Bard is a useful spell.
Exactly. That's what I was wondering.
Detect Thoughts is also useful. It's the like true sight out to 30 feet kind of spell too.
But it only lasts for a minute, which is the problem.
Yeah. Depends on what you're doing. Can be good. Yeah, bards are weird because they have a bunch of really good spells. They're just all utility based.
Hey
Just one
Tristan,
whole person fuck with people. Yeah. Yes, Tegan.
Tegan died.
No, I was just wondering how long I could
Did
wait
you say,
after saying, "Hey Tristan,"
and then just not talk. You fucker.
It's funny.
I think I am going to go with Heat Metal. I think that one could be useful in a lot of contexts.
We're about to go to
You can always just upcast the spell too.
Heat Metal just kind of is good.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to Detect Thoughts because if we encounter something that's invisible, or we need an entertaining evening, this spell could be pretty useful.
So Detect Thoughts is like, well, Detect Thoughts is the thing that tells you there's something invisible, right? Because it's like I can sense that there's something in this direction that's.
Well, Bob says that.
You can also use the spell to detect presence of thinking creatures you can't see.
Yep.
Well,
If Bob does that, I can just cast fire Fire.
Hey Tristan.
Fire.
Does it just say
Fire,
presence or
yeah,
does it say
fire.
presence and location?
Hey Tristan, how do you feel?
Spells are annoying in the way they're worded. Some of them are. I feel bad now.
Uh,
I'll kill you.
All right. Well, don't do that. That's just mean.
I'll do it.
you do it in Minecraft.
Oh god, I had to add permitted term thoughts. Oh no.
Oh no! Detect thoughts.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, yeah, I decided to go with that spell. I think that'll work just fine.
Nice.
All right, guys, go spam Czar's chat with detect thought.
No, don't do it.
Do
Oh,
not send your chat over to Brigade, otherwise I will ban you and all of your chat.
Yo,
Nazca doesn't have a chat. Don't.
Yeah, I
don't
know. Don't
act.
worry about it. There's nobody watching.
it's too late for people to watch me. All of my viewers are at like
Shoot.
9 a.m. and that's it.
All my viewers are like 1 a.m.
Yeah, but you used to stay
I
up
don't
that
stream
late.
at 1 a.m.
All of
I
my
didn't even
viewers
used to
just don't
stream at
watch
1
me.
a.m.
All three of my dedicated viewers are here right now, I think.
We're hanging
Welcome,
out.
Czar's chat. You
We're
great.
having a party. We're having a little sesh.
A little bit of a sesh, you know.
A
Yeah.
little bit of a D&D session, if you will.
We're also going to Iron Forge, right?
You're going to Isle Forge, yes.
Oh, Isle Forge.
Isle Forge. Yep, that's it.
The island, the Forge Island called Isle Forge, yes.
Yeah, Iron Forge.
Iron Forge, yes, good.
Yeah.
So is there anything else
With
over
Iron Horn.
these 3 days of travel that people would like to do?
No.
Nope, I just learned to insult people really, really well and then hear their thoughts about it.
Yes.
I just designed a cannon to put on the front of the ship to launch rocks at ships very fast.
I just say your mom looks like an owl bear. What's he thinking about?
Your mom
Okay.
looks like an owl bear. How much emotional damage did I cause?
Can
This
I
is
go
my
talk
It's
with
like at least $10,000 worth of
Tristan? Can I go talk with Miza just for a
counseling.
little bit once we start
Talk
back
with
up?
Mizu?
Yeah,
Talk with little Mizu?
yeah. I got an item that she might want back.
Okay, you go see Miza.
All right.
Let's start up. So you're pulling up towards Isle Forge, and Rogueblade stows away downstairs and talks with
Ow.
the tree witch. The fire demon witch.
Fire Witch.
Aye, hello. Where ye be hiding?
What do you want?
I was wondering if you wanted this back, and I hold up the pouch of black beads. I'm not sure what they be for. We don't get a lot of tar
I
on the
pinged
seas.
you with them quite a few times.
Ah, the meteors!
Yes.
Ah, you didn't hit me with those much, to be honest. I kinda slipped my way around them somehow.
You were slipping.
Slipper.
Okay, yeah, she'll take them back if you'll give them back.
I mean, as long as you're not planning on using them on me again. Like, here's the deal. I've got no problem with a fire god that you want to bring here, honestly. As long as it doesn't cause calamity to my ship.
Sea level will probably go down several feet.
Can I still put a ship in it?
If he lets you.
I mean, there's a
Not
god
so
of
much
water,
my
I'm sure.
choice.
All in balance. Here's these black beads as a show of good faith.
Take the beads
Oh,
back.
man.
I don't fucking want.
I'm not your fucking pack mule. I'm done carrying all this random shit. I'm giving it back.
You don't want to carry around a jar filled with beads made out of tar for the rest
No,
of the
I
campaign?
don't. Look, I've already got my bag of moths. I don't need a bag of black beads.
Just watch. The next time we need a random item to make our crazy plan work, it's gonna be a jar of tar beads.
Okay, but this is a bag of tar beads, so that wouldn't even work.
This is the
You
bag
have jars
of
of other things that you can put the tar beads in.
Whatever. What?
Sometimes the
No,
jar
the jar
matters.
changes the flavor of it.
Sometimes the jar matters.
Okay. With that in mind, the water, you begin to hear just this light hissing noise all around you of steam coming up from the water, and the air grows extremely humid and hot
Oh
as you
shit,
finally
fire
begin
god.
to approach the fire island of Firekite Island. You can see again the sort of magical barrier that surrounds the entire island, now just as strong as ever. The sort of layers of water and magma smashing into each other and hissing and turning into steam that surrounds the entirety of the island. Let's bring you guys down to Isle
Map
Forge.
change.
Map change.
On
Party
the
Scene
map. On the map.
change!
On the map. On
Party
the map.
rockers.
Where's
in
my
the
geomantic
house
Oh, never mind.
tonight. Did you yell at me about where it was, even though it was here?
I don't know why I thought there was 4 people in the party.
Coward.
Bear's here too. Hi,
Yeah,
Bear.
where's
Exactly.
Bear?
Where Bear? Where's the bear? Where's the where bear?
Bear.
So,
Where Bear?
Where,
Where?
where?
all of you arrive back at the docks of the dry docks, as it's called, this large fortress like forge that exists on the edge of the volcanic island. Again, this is this large black stoned sort of pyramidal structure. These long lines of metal and stone, just what do you call them, almost rows and columns of areas that are dug out to allow magma to flow through them to all of the forges of the area, and then just line after line of these large set chimneys with just big outstretched slabs of stone or metal that people are tinging away with hammers at, producing things. And you go into the well, I think actually first the group
Who's in the well?
arrives here. Your compatriots, everyone, your group on your ship, go ahead and cover up the more, you call it, piratey aspects of your ship.
We put back on the Sea's Desire
Yeah, you
plaque.
hide
Oh,
the
what
name
the
of your
fuck?
ship, and everybody gets dressed up except for your strangers you're bringing across into more
They're
sailor
probably just
uniforms.
confused.
Did the other 2
Everyone's
ships
like,
get here
wow.
before or after us?
They got here before you. They had left hours before you, and they are
Loading people off,
faster.
I'm guessing?
They
Or
okay,
are
so
they...
they are slower than you in general. However, you had no particular reason to go quickly, so you just let them outpace you.
Honestly, probably better if they get there first, then they can explain it instead of us, and I don't want to explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They seem more. They
You
seem like they have more power.
you arrive less as a set of galleons arriving in port with
Just a couple
600
people
600-esque people that are
who need
glaring. You're just
asylum.
ferrying people.
Just like
Yeah,
600
so
people who need asylum.
you can actually
We're
see
gonna
the sort
white
of
elephant fucking Firekite Islands to death.
along the cliffs and other terraced sets of rocky outcroppings up along the way, especially in the farming sections. You can see there are a large number of newer looking shabby
Tents
tent areas being set up.
and I'm guessing some sort of like metal huts, used scrap metal to make metal huts or
It looks like,
something.
yeah, there's some scrap metal in places being
We've got
lined
so
up.
much scrap metal here, you have no idea.
The whole cliff face going off the side of the island up into the more mountainous areas is dotted with tents, and otherwise it looks like there's people working on farms who more than usual, probably. People just getting by with whatever they can. And you guys pull into port. The quartermaster begins talking with the dock master. Why does everyone have the same name? So the dock master and the quartermaster go at
The
it.
dock
and
quartermaster and the quartermaster
yeah, exactly.
give a little
And
bit of
the
a talking.
quartermaster.
They give a smooch.
No, the
They have some
quartermaster
talks.
has 1/4 of the power of the quartermaster.
Oh, that's true.
So
that's
he
true,
wouldn't
that's
be in
right.
this conversation. He's not
The
high enough
half-gallon
rank.
master comes
Yeah,
up.
half-gallon master is.
Damn it, you guys.
The pint
No,
master is getting his drink.
You guys get your ship moored. Your quartermaster presents his fake papers for the ship. You get it stamped and yada 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 yada. Your people get off the boat. Most of them. Kyle instantly disappears into a crowd of people.
Probably got steel.
He does his thing.
Jim
Yeah.
comes over to the three of you specifically and just says, thank you again for this. Should there be somewhere I should check back if you happen to see Rack?
Is Jim the
Your
noble?
mom.
Jim is
Yeah.
Oh, Jim's
Jim
the
I-
soldier. The
Jim,
no,
Jim
Jim
is
Ironhorn.
Jim is a half elf sailor.
yeah, the
boy.
sailor, not the
Jim
soldier.
Ironhorn.
Jim Ironhorn.
If we see Rack, we'll go ahead and have correspondence sent to the outheld hand.
Okay. I will look for work here. He kind of looks around like
Aye, good plan.
he looks around like he's been here before, but never like to stay here. You guys would know as well as most people. Isle Forge, especially this section of it, the like dock area, is an area where people they dock, they get lots of supplies, they leave.
People, we could always use more hands here because people lose them so often.
Yeah.
Kind of like they hold out their hands and.
God fucking damn it.
I lived here, okay? I know what it's like.
Yeah, I know, Rogue.
And you guys can see as well. I guess in like a general sense, you've got all of you like looking off the side of your ship coming up as well. Bob, you more or less recognize some guards that you would otherwise stowed away from. You know, good like
memory.
8 days ago.
But
You're
remember,
not certain that they're the same guards, but there's certainly guards posted out in the area.
Hey, all
yes,
Bob has
Roxanne?
to do is just wear clothes and it's a disguise.
Yeah.
The hat's pretty distinctive, though, is the problem.
I mean, you ran out of there with your like in your undies.
but wearing the hat.
I mean, anyone could wear that hat.
But would any goblin wear that hat?
Goblin these
probably
nuts. All right.
Probably the
I
only
think in
goblin
general,
they've seen
you
here in
guys
years.
start offloading stuff.
I was hoping to go find that dwarf to ask him about to make the cannon.
You're looking for random dwarf that you talked to earlier?
Yeah.
He gave me a
Random
hammer.
dwarf.
He'll know what to do. Roxanne, are you doing that alone? What's the plan here? You guys
I mean,
setting off
I was
into
gonna
the-
go off doing it because I'm like super excited about this cannon.
That does make sense. I think before that happens, though, your captain and otherwise your group. So you made a journey there and back.
sojourn.
So technically, you guys get paid.
Ooh.
The thing here.
Payday.
So normally you'd make more because you guys would have been like pirating and like stealing shit. Right. So like,
But you can't really pirate when you've got a whole bunch of people on your ship.
All you guys have to partition out. Some of your crew is like they're like why were there giant death demons? I don't know what's going on. This was the dumbest adventure. Some of your crew's switching out with other people. It seems like, but in general, you guys have mostly the same people on the ship. Piano Man.
You know, honestly, I think Miza would like it.
Oh wait,
here.
do we have to help him get the piano out?
No, there's
a
crane
crane
on the
now
dock.
that they can tie it up and just get it out like really quickly.
That's how they got it on the ship in the first place.
So why didn't they put it inside?
Because we were leaving and we didn't lift up
You guys
the
were
thing.
leaving in a very quick time,
Fair
and you
enough.
had already
Yeah.
filled up your ship with food. So they just put it on the boat and left. But so you guys crane it out. It gets down. He commissions a crane, like by himself with his own money, and it is pulled out, and he just goes like, "Thank you," and
Goodbye.
very very sneeringly, and makes his
Goodbye
way.
forever.
Makes his way
Don't tell
off
him
the
I
ship
left a
with-
frag grenade in it.
I fucked your wife.
you have to be there to blow it up, otherwise it's just a rock.
Yeah, don't tell him I left a rock in it.
Don't tell him I left a rock. His piano's gonna be out of tune on one.
Roxanne
thing
stole all the innards to make the cannon.
Yeah.
Don't tell him I parted out his piano while he was sleeping.
Don't tell him I gutted his
I
wife.
drilled your wife.
I gutted your wife.
So the
That's
piano
a good turn. Let's not go
the
there.
piano man just like rolls off. He just rolls off into the sunset, I guess.
He accidentally gets one of the feet caught on one of the ways down, and it just goes sliding into the ocean.
He screams and jumps for it. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, but really,
No, you can't ruin this guy's life just because he's a little
I'm not
bit
saying that
crazy.
I'd do it. I'm just saying that it would
I'm
be
just
really
saying that
funny if
Scott
that
happened
happened.
to have that ledge right there, and
Just
he
let
didn't.
the man live his life in peace. Jesus
Yeah, I'm not
Christ.
doing anything to him. I'm just giving the DM ideas.
L plus your wife is dead.
L plus your wife is piano.
I don't get
So-
this meme.
Yeah.
don't-
Nobody does.
We don't
No, It's
either.
a good meme. It's a good meme,
It's
though.
a good meme because we don't get it.
I guess with that in mind, you get paid.
All right, how
How
much do
much?
we get paid?
Give me a moment.
I want to talk to Kyle about that bag of holding.
I want to talk to whatever this. I don't even know the.
I
the
really want that
dwarf's
bag
name.
of holding, Tristan.
I really want this cannon.
Okay, the booty.
However much we could steal from the passengers.
Each of you makes 74 gold pieces.
That's better
actually
than
not
nothing.
too bad. That's not too bad.
That's more
That's
than.
Really
good
fucking good.
for
Just
days,
be clear,
like-
being pirates pays a fuck ton.
To be
It's
fair,
just very dangerous.
every time
Yeah.
we've gone out, we've nearly died.
Don't worry. Once we
Yeah.
get this cannon on the front of the ship, we'll just be unstoppable.
Well, when we're sailing north, we can commit some actual piracy before we get to the Whispering Isles.
Feed the
Yes.
Batboon the
Assuming
apple.
the captain will agree to go to the Whispering Isles.
That's the next thing that happens. So you're all getting paid, and otherwise the quartermaster's like dishing out stuff after he's set up, and the captain's just like sitting there. He like stoops down, like leans against the side of the like railing that looks out over the rest of the ship from the. I forgot the name of the fucking wheel.
The stern.
Again. No, the thing that you use to turn the ship, the wheel.
The wheel.
Just-
It-
The wheel. It's just the steering
the
wheel.
wheel.
Exactly.
It's the wheel.
Yeah, he
No,
leans over the
steering hasn't
railing
been
from the
invented
wheel.
yet. It's just the wheel.
He leans out over the railing and just goes, "So, where are we going?"
Well, the main characters have decided that we're going to the Whispering Isles.
The
Actually,
Whispering Isles, boss.
yeah.
Do you have a job?
Are there gold in these hills?
Well, Jim Ironhorn there, his cousin, went up there to look for a machine for one of my family
What's a
members,
machine?
supposedly. Which I assume is some sort of
Well, a
Yeah,
machine
so
is
like
a
a
tool
device.
that you use to
Yeah,
help
a machine's
ease
a
your life.
fancy word for a tool that does
Complex
stuff, yeah.
tool.
yeah.
A tool
You
that
guys
helps
have
you
that.
eat.
They don't know. You guys are aware of what it means. You read
What's a
books.
machine?
But if nothing ends up being there, we can always sail past towards Henna and commit some piracy.
I'm going
Yes,
to
I
steal
do
from
love
the-
piracy.
I'm going to.
So
And once we
Download
get my cannon
MP3
built,
files.
Captain Alley, we're gonna do
I guess the
wrecking
one
ship
issue
left
here-
and right.
the one issue here, he like pulls out a map for everyone to look at and shows. So normally, lots of ships go between Isle Forge and Brigandine, right? I don't think that's gonna be happening for a while.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So if we want to do pirate stuff,
Emerald Reef.
I think that's the Tangerine Sea.
What the heck? Oh, we have to sail all the way around.
We're
Okay.
gonna sail
And
around.
actually, the shortest route would be up past the Whispering Isles. We can make a pit stop.
It would.
Yeah. Plot. Oh, we can hit up some of the blue, red, and crimson islands, and probably hit up Purple City routes.
We could.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where most of the food for Isle Forge comes from.
Aye.
Ooh.
Lots of
We
things
can
today.
we can take the food and pirate
You
it
can
and then
take
sell
the
it back at
moon
a
and
higher
you can
rate
take
since
the
they'll have a
sun.
demand for it.
If you guys are willing to risk it, we could go up through the Emerald Reef. There's usually trade ships from the Elven cities back there.
I mean, once we get our my cannon up, we'll just be destroying ships left and right. All right.
We don't necessarily want to destroy them completely, because if we
Oh, no,
sink
no, no.
them, we can't get the booty.
Honestly, boss, I would rather not be going through a reef.
Yeah, refill.
If we can
We've
avoid
done
it.
it before. If you go up north enough, there's some sea monsters up there. But aside from that,
Sea
you
monsters.
can catch
That's a
the trade
plot.
ships coming up and down from the Quartzsite Islands. You can get some good booty.
To be also, if we go at high tide, reef shouldn't be a problem.
I mean, isn't high tide just for like
Well,
4
I've
hours?
made my
can
preferences
sail very
known.
quickly.
The rest of y'all can discuss amongst yourselves. Come
If
to a
you want
decision.
to, if you want to do like specifically
Oh,
persuasion
actually-
check, you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a nay towards Whispering Isles up that
No.
way?
No, it sounds like the plot.
Killing Kevin does.
If you guys just wanted to go blow up ships and fight sea monsters, that's also completely doable.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah!
We can
Let's go!
Why
We
not
will-
both?
I'm gonna go kill your. I'm
Game.
gonna go kill your ice worm wife.
But let's explore the plot hook the DM so kindly left for us,
Yeah.
and then go blow up ships and fight sea monsters.
Okay, but we
Yeah.
could also blow up sea monsters and fight ships.
Either way.
You know, just in case.
I'm gonna
So
put up
if you guys
reinforced
want
iron
to.
holes so we can
But
just
let's
ram
explore
whatever we
the
want.
plot. If we don't like it, we'll say, Tristan, no more plot, and we'll just become pirate kings. Like,
Fuck you, we're being
He
pirates now.
is the pirate king. He loves all the shiny things.
Wait, we should probably reinforce the hole if we're going through ice because if we might have to deal with like ice hitting the hole, and we don't want to.
That
pull
was
a
my next
Titanic.
question.
We don't want to pull a Titanic.
We've been up there before. Our ship's sturdy enough to make it through. Unless we had to pay attention. You don't want to hit the island.
Pay attention. Sorry.
But you know how cool it would look if we just like power through like a ship with an iron hole.
There's
Have
a
you seen
section
Sinbad?
up through the Whispering Isles
Never
that
goes
is
well.
melted. The waters from Isle Forge mix with it, and there's like a channel that kind of goes around the north of Isle Forge and also connects up to the Whispering Isles that we can take to get through most of it. It's not the most safe of things, but we can do it.
Aye. And one question. Did you talk to any of the people who were on the ship for all these 3 days and, I don't know, new recruits? More pirates?
Well,
more mouths to feed.
More booty to plunder.
should we? I don't know. I mean, listen, there's some people looking for jobs. Like, we could hire the hunters. They don't seem. They don't
are
know
you
how
drunk?
to sail. I'm not drunk.
You're burping like you're drunk.
I'm not drunk.
yet.
Can you just walk in a
well,
straight line for me?
Listen. I really wanted to do some pirating on the way back. I was not expecting Death Island.
I'm not.
No.
I'm gonna be completely
Yeah,
honest.
understandable.
I was really hoping to do some pirating, and I had to watch 2 ships for like 50% of this just sailing in front of us with all that booty on them. Okay. I had
To be
watch
fair,
that.
there were a lot of
Wasn't-
lives on those ships too.
Yeah, lots of money.
True.
Yeah.
Could have been
Alright.
great, but they would have known. They would have known.
They would have
They would've
known,
covered.
and that's the problem. Would have had to sink
I
the
mean,
entire
dead man
ship.
tells no tale.
So maybe it's not celebrate time. It's cope time for the next couple days. But it's
We're
good. We'll-
gonna
we'll-
have some copium.
We'll find some ships.
I heard Coke.
We'll hit them with ballistas and whatever this cannon thing you keep mentioning is.
Let's go.
Find some ships and buy the dips, boys. You know what we doing?
We buy the dip. We blow up some ships.
We buy the dip, we blow up
Alright.
ships. Let's go.
Bob was going to use the
So-
remaining downtime to try and talk with
I go
The
find this
half elf
dwarf.
dude. I already forgot his name.
Jim
Um,
Ironhort.
yeah, Jim, and then also do a little bit of research, like in local libraries, if he needs to kind of like narrow down where they might have gone for the Whispering Isles to like give us a more exact location, because that's a lot of fucking islands.
Okay.
And I
I
think
go
Um,
find this dwarf
and I
and
think
ask him about
Roxanne's
the
going for
help
the
for
dwarf.
Yeah.
I think I might. I don't know. I'll talk to people on the ship.
Okay.
There's plenty of stuff to
I'm just
set
trying to
up on the
debate. Do I
ship
want a
still.
long cannon to like just
Roxanne,
snipe them,
do
or
you
just
want
like
to
a short?
bring other party members with you into?
No. I'm just
Okay.
going out alone, unless
Just
they want to
checking.
come.
Just checking. Rogue can go with you, if he wants. Rogue, people know you here. People are aware of your. Well,
I know,
some
which is
people know you're
why
here.
I'm not leaving the boat. I
Fair.
don't want to talk with people.
Bob sounds like he's going into. You could ask around, Bob, if you want to, for
Yeah.
people that have been to the Whispering Isles too.
Don't ask about
So
me.
if we
Don't
wanna do
ask
that,
about me. Don't ask about me.
Roxanne and Bob then would go into town.
Yeah,
Bob,
Well, you
you're
guys
asking
don't know
around
my
both
real name. It'll be fine.
for like research purposes. You're asking if there's libraries or like people that know shit around here.
Yeah.
Sounds like, and
did
then
the hammer the guy left me happen to have like any like return address on it, like how like a
If
puppy you
lost,
put the
give
tag?
back to
Yeah,
William
yeah.
if
Gamerson.
lost, please return to William Gamerson.
Gamey Game
No,
Man.
there's no name on it. This is just he just gave you a happy hammer.
They call it the happiest of
But
hammers.
so Roxanne, could you make me a perception check, and Bob, could you make me a persuasion check as the two of you go out and begin to discuss with people looking for things?
15.
20.
Okay. So Roxanne, you are looking for a specific dwarf amongst many dwarves.
Well, I talked to him for a while time. I mean, I could go
Yes,
back
you
to the
did.
bar that I went to as well.
That's the outheld hand. So you guys go. You have to go through that. Like the outheld
Oh.
hand is just a section of the thing. Bob, are you avoiding guards? By
It's
the
like
way,
it's like the paywall.
that's probably a good question.
I mean, there's probably not a bounty out for me still, but I probably would just to be safe.
Okay, give me a stealth check too.
Hey Bob, why don't you just take off the hat for like a minute? Maybe they won't able to.
Also
Fine,
20.
okay.
Okay.
And no.
Bob's being stealth. Bob is like stealthy boy, like jingle, 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 up against the wall, around the guards, into the through a window, into the outheld hand. Roxanne, you just walk in.
Dang, Bob's full of energy today.
The two of you go through the outheld hand, make your way into the dry docks itself. Again, this big section. You can see there is actually on one of the sides now of the dry docks, there is a section of like, what would you call it? There's like a platform that has a bunch of chains on it that can be torn up to raise and lower it, and it is currently in a channel that extends out into the water. And you also see at the end of that channel there is a large metal, like hingeable door that can like go up and down and rotate. And you see that channel is slowly filling with water. And on this large platform, there is a metal ship being built currently. This one looks small. It looks kind of like a schooner or something. It's very. It's only like
An iron
only
ship.
like 50 feet long, like 20 feet wide at the widest part.
They're building ships out of iron. I mean, it's really easy to do. I
It's this
mean,
massive ship. You can see there's lots of dwarves.
if you
and,
just displace the water, I mean, you can like easily like float on top of it, even if you're like using like rocks.
yes.
I'm
You're
like
explaining-
whispering this is
Roxanne,
Bob.
you're like whispering this to Bob as both of you
Yeah.
are looking at this massive ship being slowly
And that's
lowered
fine.
into
I
this channel.
assume there's going to be a random line of gibberish that was being whispered in my ear.
And being
as this
explained
is
to you
observed.
every time anything happens.
Yeah. Anytime anything happens.
You can see there are several dwarves specifically working on stuff that they're like making to put on the ship. There are a couple of other people that you sort of recognize. Roxanne, I'd say probably you'd need to make a history check to recognize them, to know what
19.
what race these people are. And Bob, you'd recognize them. Okay, so both of you, There are some ash and some volcano ganassi or genasi.
What are those?
Oh,
So
hey.
they are sort of like half elementals is one way to think about them. There's lots of different ways that you can get a person who is in this. Some people believe that at some point the genies, you know, had children with humans and other races, and their offspring were half elementals.
So they're Nephilim.
No, that's really mean and rude to say, but no. So some people, there are some people that are like the direct descendants of genies, and they have like a long heritage of stuff like that. And then some people, if you're born in a specific place that's very elementally attuned, there's a small chance that you have some magic in you that sort of manifests itself as elemental powers, and you can be a genasi of that kind.
So they're like benders, like from Avatar.
Kind of, yeah. So they're generally, they manifest some sort of elemental magical power, usually related to the area around them. So these, kind of like the guy you met that was sea touched, these people are like volcano touched. You can see their skin. The Ashkenazis are they have like slightly pointy ears, usually bald heads, and this very ashen gray all the way to like a dark gray skin.
Dang,
All of
someone
them,
needs to
and you can see
moisturize.
they literally have just like constant little bits of ash flaking off of them. Those ones. And then there's also volcano ganasis, which are much rarer, but they're most common in like almost the whole world, at least the parts you've explored, Bob, around here, which are similar to the Ashkenazis, except that they have darker skin, and parts of it will sort of faintly glow with this reddish glow, like just behind their skin. And they also are amongst this crowd of dwarves, and there's also a couple humans, a couple. It looks like maybe a couple elves. And the final person you see is a volcano ganassi who Bob, you're looking for what exactly again? You're looking for someone for like information and stuff. And Roxanne, you're looking for that dwarf. And Bob,
Yeah.
you start talking around. As you start to like ask around, people start pointing you at this guy, Bob. And Roxanne, you're looking around, so we'll get to that too. But so
Go ahead.
there is a person in this flowing, almost like metallic cloth robe that just
Fancy.
like flows on him. It's pretty clearly made out of metal, probably some sort of like bronze or copper. And he also has he is a volcano ganassi, so he has this dark black skin that kind of gives off this faint sort of like embers, and parts of it glow vibrantly with like yellows and reds. And he specifically has it's this strange, almost uncanny looking thing. He has hair that looks like it's made out of copper, flowing in dreads down like the back of his head, almost like a mohawk.
Huh.
What was that?
And that was God telling us that we're wrong.
No, sorry. My was next to the plumbing for the main bathroom, and someone's starting up the shower. My bad.
God's
It all
just
makes
like
sense.
L
It's
plus
okay.
plumbing.
Yeah, so you see this guy, you ask around for a second looking for people to talk to if you're researching stuff. He's identified to you as Copperhead, is what he goes by around here. He is a sort of powerful wizard, probably the best way to describe him. He's currently holding a large metallic staff that's sort of like this swirling of like adamantine and silver and iron up into this big metallic gem shape. He's holding that over the ship and chanting something. From this distance, it's kind of just this echoing over the course of all the tinging and the metallic sounds and the rushing of lava and water everywhere. just this like echoing like but he's clearly doing something because there's this this like magical red energy just flowing out and sort of coating the outside of this metallic ship.
All right, we'll politely wait for a moment to speak with the man instead of disrupting his spell work.
Okay. So you kind of get closer that way, and Roxanne, you are looking for this dwarf. I'll say as you're looking around, you're kind of you're almost getting flustered for a second because there's so many people around here, and they're all like the environment is so
So many stories.
so overwhelming and what would you call it? Like hot and humid and dark, I guess. Like it's not particularly light here. Almost all of the light comes from forges. So the whole place is like dimly lit, but nowhere's like fun to look at, I guess. Except for you're looking around, you spot a conveyor belt. Like actually, like you are like that's different. That's much more advanced than anything I've seen around here.
Oh, look at this conveyor belt. It's used to
There
transfer
is a
items.
it's like a copper set of like turning wheels on one side and then a long sheet of metal that's so thin that it's like malleable enough to turn, and it is just rolling up, and it just like rolls off out of this building and off into the mountains.
What? I'm confused at your description.
So it's like a conveyor belt.
Oh, the
conveyor belt,
conveyor goes.
and the conveyor
Okay.
belt just is going off into the mountain. Like it's if you put something on it, it would be carried
Okay.
off into the mountains.
My brain just like went numb for a second. It's like, wait, so like all of a sudden there's this conveyor belt and it's like just rolls itself out like a tank track to the mountains.
Yeah,
Like,
and you
what?
can see someone like someone literally like has there. You can see the people working next to this conveyor belt all working with these very precise looking tools, as opposed to everywhere else where they're like hammering like tools and hammers and hoes and like
Huh.
rakes and stuff. There are people, they have like gems workers tools, some of them, and they're like very precisely measuring like this big
like
diamond and like
so
cutting
like
it into
a
smaller ones, and
like
they'll
the
just like
assembly
once they're
line.
done, yeah, and once they're done, they'll pop it on the conveyor belt, and you'll see it'll stick to the conveyor belt like magically, and then just hurl up off of it.
Ooh, using magic to make this. Oh, and an assembly line system, and they're making it so that each person individually works so that it maximizes efficiency. And because a person is specialized in one area, it allows them to become very talented in it, making it so that they can work faster and more efficient with it. I just hope they have good pay and a good work time, and they're not being worked over too much, so that they can still have some freedom and some downtime, so that they can use the money they make from their work to
Roxanne and Bob, you are both kind of for a second startled as you hear, "Oh, I assure you they are."
Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
You guys have no idea where this noise comes from.
Is it a PA system here? Anyways.
As you
Is
you go,
that a PA system?
that could be a good invention. No. So
Yeah,
Bob, you're
being able
currently
to.
like you're hearing this noise talking to Roxanne from behind and probably like looking over to see it for a second.
Yeah.
You notice out of your corner of your eye this like big, beautiful, magical display of that's like going on over in the side of this guy who's enchanting this boat. Just something like it falters and like statics, almost like a damaged like cassette tape, and then it just like disappears, and standing in front of Roxanne is that same Volcano Ganassi figure in the long flowing metallic robe and with copper dreads. Just looks at you and says, "You seem extremely interested in this and actually seem to know something about it.
Yeah, I
Going
mean,
on,
what? Hello?
what's up with you? I've never met another person of mechanical persuasion." He kind of holds out a hand to you, Roxanne, and you can see
Is
like
that
the
gonna burn to touch?
actually, as you look at his hand, one of his hands is like partially mechanical. You can see like the lower half of his hand has like a scar mark going down it, and then like even further down, there's just like parts of it that are gone, and there's little intricate bits of like copper
So he's
and
a cyborg.
it looks like quartz and other types of metals that are just built in onto parts of his hand. And he holds out his hand to like shake yours and says, I'm Copperhead, and
Ah,
you two looked like you wanted to talk to me.
I
I'm
did in
looking-
particular.
I'm looking for a dwarf that I met like 8 days ago here after I left and went to an island with a sucky hole and came back.
It was a portal to the negative energy plane.
Sucky
Just
hole.
gonna make a religion check. He goes, I've heard of it. Haven't done much research myself. Not too interested in places that kill you instantly.
Yeah, no, if someone like messed up and like put a too high level boss where we should have been. Yeah.
That sounds like their problem.
Yeah,
And
it was.
Roxanne is a little touched.
yes, but she was able. She was
And
able
very
to
intelligent, but a little
explain
touched.
my conveyor belt over there, which is a bit more complicated magically and mechanically than most things, which is interesting, to say the
Yeah.
least. What are you doing in this city?
I'm looking for a dwarf I met 8 days ago, like I said, to help me build a cannon for the front of our ship. I have a design to shoot.
Okay, so I've never heard the word cannon before.
Oh, it's a
Well,
word
I
I
have,
made up.
but like there's okay,
Like
what
not
does it
cannon
do?
as it. Well, it's gonna take rocks, but I might.
Listen. No, you're not understanding. This was a test. You are failing. You don't tell another inventor what you're going to invent. Okay? Let's do a little lesson here. You seem to be speaking for her. Is she?
I was gonna tell you I was gonna just
What's-
launch rocks really
He just
fast.
looks at-
I can't speak.
We can do that magically. Do you? Are you lacking
Like
in
big
some sort
rocks.
of magical essence? Would
Using gunpowder.
Not sure what gunpowder is either. These are words that
I can't speak for this woman. She follows me around sometimes, and I do my
this is a
best to control the
strange
chaos she
concept.
brings.
You're saying there is a powder that allows you to propel objects magically?
I mean, to the that's a loaded question.
Well,
Magnets are magic. All right.
I'm under the impression you're not trademarking this, which means obviously if this works out, please come to me with it, and I can help you with turning this into some money.
I didn't want to turn it into money.
She's
We're gonna
looking for a
create
dwarf.
war.
What is going on here?
Okay, here's the thing. Her thing is completely unrelated to why I wanted to speak to you.
Oh. Okay.
So-
Well, have at it.
I'm planning on going to the Whispering Isles, and I'm looking for information on a machine that may reside there that a family member of mine and a cousin of someone else may have gone after in that region. And I'm trying to figure out where any such machines or leftover technology, things like that, what isles might be the most likely culprits, because searching all of the isles for them would be quite the endeavor.
I think I could help you, possibly for a price. I'm not certain yet. We'll have to discuss that a little bit. I'm interested in your friend. What is your name, dear? Is it
Roxanne. Sorry, my brother was knocking on the door.
Roxanne. And you... Well, I'm not certain. You seem to be speaking a lot of gibberish. If it's not gibberish, that's very interesting, but... Something about you seems like the inventing sort, and I wanted to invite you to my tower to discuss possible
Is it like a copper top
hiring.
towel?
Possible hiring?
Oh no, I'm not looking
Yes,
for
my
hire.
tower. You're not looking to be hired.
No, I'm already.
What are you doing in Isle Forge then? If you're
Well, I was hoping to look for someone to help me build something.
Oh, you're looking to hire others. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I don't have. I mean,
He
on
like
a
he kind of like looks at the ground. You know, it's like kind of a sneer. So your competition then?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I was just needing help building something to put on
Well,
my ship. On a
that
ship.
is
I don't really have equipment to build.
unfortunate.
I don't really have equipment to like build like metalwork on a ship because like ship is made out of wood and it will burn down. I was
You are correct about that. Well, perhaps if at some point your business venture here goes south and you're looking for someone who can give you some guidance towards what to produce, you can come back to me. For now, how do you know about the Whispering Isles? He looks at you, Bob.
See, how much do I know? Should I make a history check
capitalist.
or a nature check?
I think he's more
Cool.
specifically like he's asking pointedly like, how do you know about something that maybe you shouldn't? When he asks.
Well, someone else mentioned to me that one of their family members was going up there on an expedition, and gave me the details of why they were going up on the expedition. And then informed me that the person that asked him to do the expedition was a family member of mine.
Exactly how many of these details were included?
Just those ones, unfortunately.
And you
And
see,
also,
there's a
was
look of
the-
relief on him as a second as
the additional detail. Oh wait, actually, did he describe it as a perpetual motion machine? I'm kind of remembering a little bit about that.
no, he wasn't certain. The half elf you talked to, his brother had told him there was a machine out there that was some sort of like magical otherwise machine that old Lynn really wanted him to help her find.
Okay.
And he didn't know much about it. He just knew that Lynn was kind of wanted it found and wanted people to go out and look for it.
Oh, also they're looking for a magical machine that's supposed to be up there.
Yes, we call that competition. And well,
I have little interest in your machine. I just want to find the missing people.
Missing people? I'm not aware of missing people. That's strange. Maybe. Ooh.
Sound like a capitalist to me.
Yeah, this guy's a very what's his face? Light inventor / patenter of light bulb.
Edison kind of bitch.
A very Edison sort of
a very
figure.
Tesla kind of bitch, because Edison was a fraud.
Tesla Edison. This guy's very Edison. He very much wants people to work under him to produce things so that he can use them
Edison
magically and otherwise to make money.
You must have been named Edison.
Rich and powerful and smart, so fuck you.
Dang.
Give me a second.
Sound like Edison from a book I read a while ago.
Have you
happened to make a light bulb?
No.
Okay.
Right.
He says, listen, there are some. There's another inventor working up from the Whispering Isles. Not sure how much I should tell you, because you appear to be competition as well. Maybe your spies sent here to get information on me from him.
How about this, sir? If we do end up finding this machine and any information on it, we will give you first right of refusal for such information. And for a favorable fee. Favorable finder's fee.
Well, anything to get a leg up on them, I guess.
Leg up.
Listen, there is a he gestures in to get like both of you like close to him for a second to like whisper.
I'll move in.
There is both of you like hear in your heads this whisper without him talking. Like he moves his lips, but there's no like words coming out. You're just hearing it in your head.
Yeah.
There is a... I don't know his name. He's a devil. That's what I know. And that's why I don't know his name. There's a devil
Fair.
up there. He's an inventor. He's a lot of things. He's a devil, if you get me. And him and his cronies come by every once in a while to get some supplies that they bring up there. They buy a lot, and well, nobody who buys that much metal and ore and what was they calling it? They kept ranting about this. They kept asking about if someone knew how to make ectoplasm. And well, unfortunately, nobody here's patented that yet.
Ghosts come.
No,
Oh.
no, that's not what it is. It just you get there's like as you say that there's like a dwarves that start giggling. He goes, "That's not what it is." Listen, it's become. I don't know where he's getting all of these supplies, all of this money. I don't know where he's getting anything. I never see his trade ships. I never see anything. He doesn't patent anything. He doesn't show up with like things to sell. He just has all this money and he shows up, he buys a bunch of resources and he brings them back there where he's building something, clearly. And well, if you can offer me information on it, of course I'd pay top dollar for it.
Well, if you're willing to tell us where the location of this particular devil is and what aisle we should be looking at,
yes,
if I can find any of this information, I'd be more than happy to bring it to you first.
Yes, I've sent some spies up there before. One of them came back.
That doesn't bode well.
No, it does not. So, business-wise, business talking. Should we go to my tower and draft up a thing, or are you more of one of those spunky do it all and see what happens afterward kind of crews? What's
Second one.
Yes.
Okay. Do you need equipment for this? It's been an issue. It's cold up there. Are you a member of some sort of sailing crew? You look
Seize
shabby.
desire,
I'll just
not
say it. You
seize
look a little
deceit.
shabby.
We have a crew that's planning to go up there. In my case, I can just buy some winter clothing and I'll be fine. I can survive. Same with Roxanne here, I imagine, if she doesn't get eaten by another tree slime.
I'm
Long
Roxanne.
story.
What are we talking? What are we doing? Oh yeah.
Well,
but we do have a crew that we plan on going up with, as well as one more member of our troop.
That's good. That's good. If you could keep any of the secretive information you find between us first, as we've discussed.
Oh, of course, of course.
That's wonderful. Now, let me. Here, he pulls out a sheet of paper, and
How'd you keep that? Aren't you like on fire?
He sort of looks at you and Roxanne, and kind of like a quill kind of floats in the air for a second. And he thinks for a second, goes, "No, that island's yes, okay." And like the quill draws on the paper very quickly this very detailed map of just the like general layout of the Whispering Isles, as you can see up there, and then a sort of like some notes and otherwise, and then he puts there's this little red X that writes on it. Roxanne, you don't see the X appear. You just see the quill like write an X. Bob, you when you're looking at it, the quill there is actually a red X on the map.
Okay.
You know what they say, Bob. X marks the spot.
And I can like ping it, but it's on like the very deepest part of the northmost island that kind of looks like it's probably the coldest, worst place to go.
Well, you know, it's a devil. They're not going to be living in a hospitable place.
Warren?
No. And more specifically, I have a little bit more information I can give you. Apparently, a couple things. One, watch out for the wolves. They're quite big. The wolves are... Ooh, they're big. Secondly, apparently there were some figures wandering around. The only person who's returned didn't interact with them. So maybe... I'm not certain if you should or not, because obviously anyone who didn't come back. So...
Easy clap for my cannon.
Just shoot them with the cannon.
Yeah, I mean, they can't hit us from 100 feet away. Actually, not 100 feet away, from like a couple 100 feet away.
Yeah, so wandering figures in the middle of the ice doing shit. Nobody's interacted with them and come back. And then big wolves. Big wolves.
Maybe we can tame the
That's
wolf.
fair. All right, well, I appreciate the extra information.
Big wandering figures. Probably
Yes,
giant
and
robots
I
that the guy
appreciate
made if he's an inventor. And so he's probably set them around to wander as like guardians. Probably like some sort of golem. Maybe like an ice golem.
Hey, Roxanne,
Well, I
do you
can't
know
tell
that lava
They
is
were
melted
avoided
rocks?
before.
Yes.
Go check out the lava for a second.
I'm good. I'm thinking.
Yes, well, your help here has been quite... Well, your promises have been quite inspiring. I hope they continue to be helpful, and we can find ourselves in
All right.
a bountiful venture, if we will.
And I would cast Detect Thoughts just to get a vibe on this guy, but he's a spellcaster.
You can cast it if you want.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm sure he would notice the spell cast is the problem.
What kind of components does it use?
Let's see here. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's my inventory.
Because if it's something you want to try, you could like sleight of hand it.
Detect Thoughts does use verbal components, so he would be able to tell I was casting a spell.
If you wanted to make like a stealth check while you were casting it, you could try to hide it.
I don't want to take the risk. This guy's already given us this information, and if it proves to be faulty and we survive, I can just kick his ass when I come back.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, and you actually, as you're realizing that, kind of feel relieved as he kind of goes, well, with that in mind, I guess I'll bid you adieu. And he kind of goes half into a bow, and as he's doing it, his entire body just kind of flits back, and he's suddenly back enchanting the boat like he hadn't moved.
All right.
Excellent. I wonder if the wolves are like tamed packs with him.
Well, I guess we should all look into cold weather gear.
That'd be warm.
You actually see several people from the crew as well now of the Seas Deceit also that are like walking around like looking confused. They're like, hey, Bob.
Yes.
Hey, well, you're already here first. You probably asked around. The captain told us to go get clothes for going up to the Whispering Isles, and well, everyone here has hammers.
Wait, how far away is the place?
The Whispering Isles?
Yeah.
It's pretty far to the north.
The Whispering Isles is like a little... I mean, the full trek to get where Bob now knows you need to go is going to be like the same distance as to Brigandine Island. Plus, it's probably going to be more because you're going through ice and otherwise. And you'll probably have to get as deep as you can, get off the boat, and walk over ice to get to where you're going.
So you're saying, is there enough time for me to like sew up, I don't know, 30 people, but if I have assistance on the ship, could I sew?
How long do you think it would take to make... Yeah, you need to work on the cannon. You guys need to find some.
Yeah, I need to get work on the cannon.
So you just need to ask around and find yourself some warm coats.
Yeah. We're just basically going to ask around and find a place that sells adventuring gear or coats
we're trying to
because a
find
city
winter
this size
gear.
has to have a shop like that.
We're trying
You
to
already
find
asked around a little
winter
bit.
gear in a summer city.
You didn't. The stuff that is not usually sold around here, there is a like warehouse, general store, and like inn and tavern up further into the
Walmart.
Yeah, it's called the Fire Basilisk, I believe. Yes. It's got a lot of things. They've got some like guild halls there as well. For the Skipper's Trove, which is like the main guild hall. It's yeah. So the Fire Basilisk would probably be the place you'd want to look.
Okay. I'll start heading there. Say, good luck on finding your dwarf, Roxanne.
You too.
Do you do you still look for your
Thanks.
dwarf, Roxanne?
Yeah.
Okay. You
What
are
a
looking for your
capitalist.
dwarf.
What a capitalist guy that was.
I'll let you know when you see him. He's either at lunch and you'll see him, or you'll eventually find him. So we'll see. Bob and the rest of the crew head up to the Fire Basilisk.
You have to roll another
Suffice to say, it's like a
investigation
general
check.
store. We can roleplay it if you want, but otherwise you can just buy some.
Nah, it's fine. We're just basically going to grab some winter gear.
Okay. So gear of that sort, I don't think it's dramatically expensive, but it's probably
It's 10 gold per outfit.
yeah. Okay, so it's like
We all just got paid 70 something, so I think we have the
yeah.
funds.
So everybody who wants it. You're gonna need it. So 10 gold and get yourselves equipped. The group also look like they got paid and otherwise. Yeah. What's it called? It's called like
Oh, I guess I should add
it's
that
like
as
warm
well.
clothes. What's it? I can't remember what it's called.
It's clothing, cold weather.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Potion of cold resistance. Armor of cold resistance.
Yeah, so clothing, comma, cold weather. Yes, that's the one.
Absorbing tattoo cold.
These are not the things you are looking for. Yeah, so with that in mind, Tegan, are you alive?
Yeah.
Okay. You getting yourself some cold clothes too?
I'm not there. I'm at the ship.
No,
I'll
but
probably
you can like have talked with the crew and given them gold pieces to go and bring you it.
Man, I'm that powerful?
I mean,
you
they were
can do
going into town anyway.
Basic
Power.
common.
Power.
I can bend time and space. I can bend
Oh
reality.
god, I'm gonna have to kill Tegan too.
Power.
Wait until I get my machine guns or
One
shotguns or
One
rocket
second.
launcher.
I've got some
I don't even have
funny.
to worry about it. The
Oh,
only
it's only
like
1 minute. All right.
there's nobody who
Ye-
knows how to use them except Roxanne, and Roxanne doesn't have multi attack, so I don't have to worry.
All right, I'll give him like 5 gold pieces to get me some nice winter clothes
So
that I
you
can
say,
put over my.
all right, note it, write that down. I gotta go.
Write that down.
Right, 2 classes
Yeah,
into
so
fighter.
10 gold pieces for everyone that wants warm
Oh,
clothes.
10 gold pieces. All right.
Gotta take 2 fighter levels so I
All
can get
right.
multi attack.
And
Bob, you are like doing
So
this
does,
transaction stuff, and let's okay. We'll do Tegan first because we haven't done Tegan for a while, and then we'll talk about
okay,
Bob.
I just wanted to know, does Miza want to stay here because it's like fiery might be more suited, or does she want to go to the ice place? I don't know.
Look for Miza and you don't find her.
Well, that's the answer.
That'll be something to deal with later.
BBEG.
Not really. I've dealt with worse.
Oh, nothing my cannon can't handle.
Nothing my sword doing like
I'm just gonna shoot her with
80
the
damage a hit.
She's gonna tell Fire Daddy on you.
Oh well, I'm just gonna shoot Fire Daddy with my cannon.
I'm very
Okay,
nice.
Bob, you're like you're like buying
All
and
right, well,
looking at and trying on these winter clothes and
yeah,
stuff. And
I
you see
just asked
Bear
the
like
crew to get me some winter
Bear
clothes.
like comes out and wraps around you as well. And there's
Wait, I was about to say like I just realized you said there's no rules on fire, so I was gonna say I'm just gonna make some like fire extinguishers and easy clap PBG gone. I realized wait no, there's like no rules on fires.
It's all fucked. Yeah, fire extinguishers are fun though. That's a funny idea. Bear comes out, Bob, and like coils around your arm for a second while you're holding this, and you kind of like get this vision in your head for a moment, just of Bear, but he's in just like this very puffy Christmas Story. It's like can't put his arm down amount of winter clothing, with just like a big like elf hat with a little bell on the end of it, and he just like looks at you like excited.
Yeah, we're fucking doing this.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Bob
he was in
immediately and
Willy Wonka.
enthusiastically agrees, except he thinks he should be able to move his arms just in case.
He just like flaps his wings like I'm good.
I thought you were gonna say he's
All
in
right,
like
you know what?
Willy
Fine,
Wonka
let's do
land.
this.
He doesn't want to be cold.
He will get a set of cold weather clothing for his pseudo dragon.
Okay. That's like the you show up and you like show them Bear, and he's like doing little tricks and stuff, and they're just like, that's awesome. 5 gold pieces. We're gonna have to make it right now.
That's fine. I pay the price without complaint or haggling.
Okay. Somebody like leaves and like shows back up with like a teddy bear suit, and like they just start like they put it on him and then like start tailoring around it with the actual clothing.
This is fucking fantastic. This familiar is the best thing to ever happen to me.
I love familiars. Okay, give him a tiny backpack and he'll never die.
He gets the tiny backpack.
Oh,
Gets a tiny backpack.
dragon
whole
with a tiny
adventuring gear.
backpack.
Oh, I thought you were
He
gonna
gets
say though
He
that
gets a
like
little
he...
mining helmet with a flashlight on it too.
We just get Bear a bunch of outfits like Barbie doll outfits. We just...
He gets a little like
Somehow Bob has
tuxedo.
unlocked the cosmetic skins inside of D&D.
Yes.
Where's my where do I put my credit card? Where do I put it?
Nazca's like,
Just-
I will pay any amount for these.
You know the meme where he's just slamming the desk with his credit card? Where that?
So yeah, that happens.
Where I
You
buy
get-
that?
You get Bear an adorable little warm weather costume, and everyone else as well. With that in mind, I think is there anything else? Oh, you're looking for the dwarf.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for where the dwarf is, whether or not he's at work or at lunch.
Fair enough.
Okay. So you're looking for him for a little while. You eventually spot through one of the upper windows that's just like extremely darkly lit. Just this very dim light, just light very faintly coming out of one of the circular windows on the top of the outheld hand of the second story, and you see in a familiar location because you waited there before, just through the window, this same dwarf sitting there. He's just got like this big hoagie, just eating it.
Hello there.
You
Hello.
go in and
Hello.
oh, you again?
Yeah.
It's been like
8 days.
it's been yeah. You got on a carpet and like left. Or
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, like I was leaving too. Yeah, like
Yeah. That was
I thought
watching.
I'd never see you again.
Yeah,
I processed that whole thing.
I know. I went on that carpet was watching Control took me to a ship.
That's
and
weird.
I sailed that ship.
We had
over
like
to-
a whole bonding experience that I've like
Yeah.
partially forgotten because like I went back to work.
I mean that's fair enough. I kind of forgot. I had to deal with some giant void
Huh.
monsters in a sucky hole in a fire witch.
Is this awkward? What is this?
I don't know.
I said I wished I had like a daughter that was like you, didn't I?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't know. My
Yeah.
life kind of went back to exactly the same after that.
Yeah, my life went extreme. Like I had to fight some like void demons and
Oh, shit.
void monster, and I got kidnapped by a cult twice. Yeah,
I wouldn't want that to happen to my daughter.
I know.
Did I make a rash decision and then it didn't do
Probably.
anything?
Probably, yeah. I mean, that's my whole entire life. I mean, I even walked out on water and got
Wow.
attacked by acid monsters. I almost forgot about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thanks
Yeah.
for letting me know that what I'm doing now is probably better than that, I guess, maybe.
Definitely. So what kind of line of work do you do?
I hammer things.
Oh,
I work in the forge. Yeah.
Oh.
It's really it's great.
So would you be able? I'm willing to pay too, but also would you be willing to help me make a thing I want to put on my ship?
Help you make.
Yeah, I just need to like have it
How?
forged out. Because I'm on a ship. I
I
can't
mean,
really
like I
work with
work for the
iron.
forge right now. Like we could. Are you meaning like you need to get something commissioned or
Yeah,
like?
commissioned. I can't. I mean, I can't really, like build stuff like with metal and hot metal on like a wooden ship.
I bet you should go talk with Copperhead. He could set you up with stuff like that. It might cost you a pretty penny, but
That capitalist scum. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I already taught. I already met him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, between you and me, if you're trying to like get stuff, there's some we got some of these like gloves that you can like heat up metal with them. And like you grab the metal with it and it like heats it up. They're really helpful for working with metal anywhere.
Oh.
If you could get like a safe place to put the metal, you could like yeah.
Well, I'm on a ship made out of wood.
What's safer than like water though? Like you're just I don't know. I mean, I've never been on a ship, so
I mean, there are no fire rules here.
there's no laws. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no rules at all.
There's no rules on fire here.
Our entire lives are governed by a strange man with copper hair.
I didn't
Yeah,
think
there's no
about the glove.
rules. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. He dictates how the fire works.
Yeah, that's his
Mm,
job.
Yeah. Those gloves. Where might I find these gloves? That actually sounds interesting.
I mean,
Sounds like,
we could talk to the foreman. I bet he'd sell you some.
no, okay. And then I would need some like tools and work and stuff. Put
Yeah,
on
I
the
mean, I don't
ship.
know how rare they are or anything. They're like, I don't know, like
Like,
I don't know. They issue them to us when we need them, and they watch us real close while we have them. But aside from that, like I don't know.
oh, sounds like a magic item. That
Yeah, they're real magical. Yeah,
yeah.
but we
Fire.
could talk about it. We could talk to them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
this random forge worker and you, yes, you go down and he like walks up. He's like,
Wait,
know,
so
like
God is a
there's
ginger?
just
I feel like more like comfortable with myself knowing that God is a soulless
God damn it,
abomination
Morgan.
as well.
okay. So
I was
there's
someone in Czar's chat.
there's like up on like a rocky cliff face kind of thing, like overlooking a lot of this. There's a particular dwarf who's got like a loudspeaker kind of looking like horn, and he's speaking into it, and it's a very similar to like the incantations that Copperhead were doing. Like there's no fucking way anyone can understand what this guy's saying because it echoes throughout the entire building, and it's just Carl, no, put that down. No, don't do that. What are you? No, just
Wait, is he just yelling?
he's just yelling at people from like this like horn speaker.
Oh, okay, so he actually has
up
like
on
an
the top.
amplifier. I was gonna say like is he
Yeah.
yelling with no amplifier?
No, he has a horn of thaumaturgy. He doesn't. It's just he's just yelling through a horn. And it's like it's very hard to understand what he's saying. But you and your dwarf friend walk up behind him, and he just goes, boss, but hey,
Uh,
hey, I know it's like I know I'm on like he kind of like he's like rubbing his hand through his beard really awkwardly, like very very tense right now. Like he's realizes that he's kind of he's doing something a little weird. He goes, I got this like, oh look, yeah, he kind of like gestures to you. She wants, the heat metal gloves. She wants them. The boss is just like looking at him. It's like listening, not saying anything.
oh, I thought you were.
He-
I imagine him like turning around with like this horn still in hand, yelling at us like, "What do you want?"
What do you want? No, he's just like looking. Yeah. So she wants some, and I said maybe we could sell her some. You know, I don't know. The boss just like looks at you, looks over him for a second. Just give me a moment. I have one thing. I have one thing I need to check. He just like looks at you and just goes, Are you okay? You're humming or
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about how like in a. Do you think that any of them know what you're saying? Like when we were coming up, I was having trouble making out what you were yelling because it was like
it's not my
echoing.
job to know.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
isn't it
That's
your
not my
job to
job.
make sure that
Yeah,
the
it's my
workers
job to
are?
make sure they don't fuck up.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be
So
easier
what's up
to
with
make?
this? You fucking up right
Wouldn't
now?
wouldn't it be easier for?
250 gold pieces for the gloves.
Okay,
What?
huh?
He looks like back at the dwarf and then back at you. Did she just say yeah?
Yeah,
Cool. I guess I'll go get a pair of the gloves.
yeah.
This guy was not expecting you to have money. He just like people walk up. Workers walk up and pitch things to him, and he yells at them. That's his job. Like that. So this guy's just like he was not expecting this to work. So he goes and he gets a pair of gloves. There's these big leather mitts that have these dark black like roiling spirals of fire on the back of them.
So they're called.
Well, they're called gloves of heat metal, but they don't exist because I forgot to make them for this session.
Okay,
So
yeah, just add them to my inventory like somewhere along the way.
because they're just there's a bunch of stuff here, right? And like I worked so hard on a bunch of maps, and I just didn't make any of the magic items that are.
Yeah, I know. I already took away 250 gold out of my inventory.
It's good. I didn't know if you guys were gonna fight harpies. I did know that. I have no excuse. I just didn't make the item. It's fine.
Yeah.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
Yeah,
Note it somewhere so you can yell at me. It lets
Okay.
you cast heat metal with a range of touch once per day.
Heat metal gloves. I DM'd you.
Yeah. Cool. You got the gloves.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Well, I'm just.
Is there any
heat
like
metal glove.
that probably sounded much more accusatory. No, is there other stuff people want to do? I'm not.
Oh
I'm
well,
not
I
mad.
need to
I'm not
collect.
mad.
I need to collect metals for it. So wait,
Yes,
I
so you
would
need to
just
buy
out of
some
like
metal.
side note. What do like the heat gloves like exactly do? Like
They cast the spell heat metal, which would be
would
very helpful for working with metal, because you
okay.
could, instead of having to have a forge where you light a fire and stuff, you could just take the metal you want to work with, shape it, and then you're good.
Oh.
I'd
And
probably have
then
you make a spell casting check in order to shape it into a specific thing, but you can heat it up to the point where it's malleable. So you could like take the sheet of metal you want, shape it right, and then over the course of a couple days, you could shape all the pieces of metal into the right shape, and then hammer them in the right way and put all the pieces together, make the wood right, all that. Yeah.
okay, but would so it's my brain is like, will this burn down the ship?
If you take the metal, you heat it up, and then instead of like, if you take the metal, you heat it up, and then you like drop it on the ground, yes. But if you just take the piece of metal you need, hold it in the gloves, shape it, and then let it cool, it should be fine. It's magic.
Okay. Oh, okay, it's magic. Got it. It's magic. Magic.
Right? The spell doesn't say it has to light things on fire, so you don't have to light
Well, there's no rules for fire here.
Exactly. There's no rules. I'm God.
Why is there just this hot metal on this wood?
If you like roll a natural one, you might accidentally drop it. But that's just fun RP. Okay? So
yeah,
it's
I'll just pick it up and just stomp out
Yes.
the fire.
So,
I'll just make a fire extinguisher and put it out.
Yes.
Now I gotta make fire extinguishers. So that when we fight the BBEG,
What
it's
was
like
I looking for? What was I looking for? There was something I was looking for. I don't remember anymore.
I don't remember
It's
either.
gone. It's gone. It's out of my head. It doesn't matter.
It's
If I
gone.
can't remember
It's
it, that
gone
means it didn't
forever.
matter. Okay.
Well, but thank you for the glove, Mr.
You paid for it.
Oh yeah. All right, Mr. Paid for it.
Mister,
Yeah.
you paid for it.
You leave believing this man's name is paid for it. Okay, well.
Par for the course.
I mean, he didn't give me his name.
Is there anything else that needs to be done?
Well, I got the clothes. I need to get the metal.
Yes. Okay. So you need to buy. That's what I was gonna do. Thank you.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
How much does a cannon cost?
Well,
Give me a sec.
okay. Well, I think you're thinking of like a ship cannon that goes boom back. I'm thinking more of like a World War II cannon.
Okay. So, are you trying to make what kind of cannon are you trying to make?
Like one of those. I don't know, like kind of a battleship like cannon sub that, or like it's like has like it's on the front and it's like you can swivel it
You want a
and
swivel gun?
yeah, on the front.
The small ones, right? That you put it on the front, you put the stuff in. Okay, so those are like the small cannons.
Not like small. No, 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 not small cannon. Like it's a bigger like a battleship cannon, like where there's like one of those one fire, but not like that big.
I think what
You
Nazca's
wanna
looking for
make
is a heavy cannon that swivels.
you want to make an
Yeah.
artillery gun?
I don't, how big is an artillery gun?
The fucking massive thing they put on actual like big
Oh
iron
no
and
no no
steel
no
battleships.
no, but like a smaller down version.
We're gonna go with a swivel gun because I have stats for that.
No 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 no. I'm gonna make your life way more horrible.
So
A sub
how?
artillery
Okay, so
gun.
here's the he'll do. You could spend anywhere from, and so in order to build this, I'm gonna say you would need the resources of at least half this amount. But this is how much it would probably be worth if you made it. You would figure. You could have something worth about 350 gold pieces, all the way to something around 1,000 gold pieces. And so,
Mm.
for a try at making this, which might fail, you are going to need like somewhere between 175 gold pieces and 500 gold pieces.
Mm. I only have 182 left.
And that's just going to determine how big of a cannon you can build, essentially.
Okay.
And then whether or not it swivels, that's extra work. Whether or not it, like, what kind of stuff it can shoot, that's extra work. How long it takes to fire, all that stuff. Yeah. But aside from that, yes.
So like 300 gold pieces of metal about.
So one try at making a cannon, right, of like the lowest size possible that's like still functionally a cannon and not a gun, I'd say is like 175 gold pieces worth of metal. And once you've crafted that whole thing, it's probably going to be worth much more than that because it's a cannon. The important part here is actually probably going to be cannonballs and gunpowder.
Yeah.
So, black powder, the stuff you've read about.
Yeah.
Does
that I know
anybody
how to
have
make.
that here? That's the
Well,
important question, firstly.
Well, I know how to make it. My father invented it.
You are aware of its existence?
Yeah, I need coal and sulfur. And where are
Yes.
we? Where are we? We're on a
You're
volcanic
in a
island.
volcano. Yes.
And
So
where
you
does the
need coal and
sulfur come
sulfur.
from?
So,
Sulfur comes from a volcano.
Don't
are
forget the
you
saltpeter.
stealing it or are you buying
Oh,
it
that.
from people? That's
Probably buying it.
okay. And how much do you want to spend? So how much money do you want to spend on supplies for this?
Well, I'm gonna head back to the ship with the new metal gloves because I don't have enough money completely to finish to get all that. Like I
But
have
you could start
182.
working on it if you want, right? Like you
Yeah,
want.
yeah, no, I'm gonna go talk to Rogue because I remember. Oh yeah, Rogue
Okay.
sounds like a bit of money for me.
Rogue has money.
Yeah,
Rogue owes me money.
Rogue owes me money.
Okay, you head back to Rogue and talk to him.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, Rogue. Rogue, look at these cool hot gloves I got. I can like meld metal with it and like work with it on the ship without having to have a forge or burning down the ship.
They look like forge mitts. I'm guessing enchanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right. I've seen many of them.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Hey,
you've never come directly to talk to me before. I'm
no, I
guessing
have.
this is about the money.
Well, also, sorry, my brain died. What were we?
It's about the money.
What? Oh, yeah, my cannon. Like I have the glove to make
Ah,
the
you're
thing.
wanting to make
Yeah, the
what?
cannon to shoot,
Okay,
pew
so
pew, boom
it's
boom. But I also realized I need like saltpeter and sulfur and like coal.
I'm not
Coal.
really sure. I'm
Do you know
not
anyone?
really sure how this all would work, but
Do,
how much do you need?
how much? At least 300. I have 182 gold pieces
You
for
need
a decent try
at
at a
least
gun.
300.
Yeah, and I have 182.
Oh, I thought you needed at least 300 in addition to the 182.
No. To have a good attempt, but if I want to have like a better try, I'm more likely.
Well, here's 300.
Oh,
I
all
don't
right.
like doing math.
Fair enough.
Deal with that. Give it back if you must.
Yeah, I'll give you the change.
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I added
take
it.
300 GP off.
But anyways, do you know anyone here in town that would sell like coal or saltpeter or sulfur, or who even knows that? Like, do you have any
No, I
family
know.
here who would?
I do not have any family. I know no one here. If anyone asks about me, tell them I died.
GG.
Which implies that people know you're
L
here, so
plus
that means
dead.
you've been here. So
If anyone
okay.
asks about me, tell them I died.
Then they would question how I would know you. And why would you tell them that you died? Just tell them to say that you don't know you. Because if you tell them that you died, that would imply that they would know you and would probably
Say it
ask you a question about
sarcastically,
you.
they won't question you further. Nobody likes talking to people here.
Do you think I know sarcasm?
I just assumed you'd think it's some kind of rock, to be honest.
Oh.
I'm gonna tattle on you if you keep this attitude up, mister.
Nobody knows my name here.
Well, no one knows your legal name.
I'm starting to think it might have been a mistake to come back. I already
Probably.
hate the smell again.
Yeah, usually, if yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, fair enough.
Well, if you need me, I'll be below deck smelling the salt water.
All right. Well, you should still tell
I-
me. You should. Do you have
I'm
an
gonna
idea?
sniff the floorboards.
Do you have an idea of who would have this stuff? I'm not gonna
Have you
question how
talked
you
to
know
Copper
them.
Bell?
I hate that capitalist scum.
Somehow
Roxanne wants to seize the means of production, apparently.
Somehow I knew you would say that. Immediately
all
brings
coming
up Copper
together.
Bell.
I hate capitalists. I hate adventuralists. I hate socialists. I hate
Well, Copper Bell
hate.
being one of the leading research and
No.
development of this island would probably be your best bet at asking about someone to procure such resources,
I
as
want to
he
talk to him
directly buys from them
again.
probably quite a bit.
I don't want to talk to him again. He was trying to make me one of his. My brain went in 5 different places that I probably shouldn't say.
Lackey.
Yeah, lackey. He was trying to
You
make.
mean
He was
part of
trying
the
to
research and development team?
slave. Yes.
Not so sure about that one. I mean, I've heard him use worse terms.
Indentured servant.
Pretty close.
God just chimes in the background. That was pretty close, Roxanne. Good
You're
job.
pretty close to about that. Shut up, God. Nobody asked.
I know. It's pretty obvious. It's written on his face.
I'm not a big
Alright.
fan of him, but he'd probably be your best bet at finding someone. Or if you want, Tristan, can I make a real quick history check to see if I
Sure,
know, due to my family lineage?
Yeah.
All right, let
Yeah.
me get that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 6. I'm bad with names.
There are like coal and saltpeter and sulfur mines out there.
If you want, I can give you the
Somewhere.
location of. Do I know the locations or just general
They
areas?
probably bring them back to the dry docks because that's where people
That is where people would export those kinds of
work
raw
on
materials
them.
or work on those raw materials into things. To be honest, I'm sure if you ask around here, you could definitely get a quote for how much those would cost. They're merchants here.
All right. Well, thank you for your help. I know it's
Honest,
hard thinking about your family and your past.
I have no family. I have no past. Too many moons have passed.
You can work on your rhyming skill a bit better.
I rhymed past with past, and that doesn't even matter because it wasn't even a rhyme. No, I'm okay. I be a pirate. I don't
This is
be
what
a
dropping out of
rhymer.
school does to you, kids.
I graduated. I'll have to know.
Tegan, are you also considering leaving Roxanne here and just sailing off to the Whispering Isles?
Let's just buy a boat. Fuck it. We'll just go.
I'm gonna get a fucking rowboat.
We'll just buy that
I
metal
already
scooter that
gave her all
Coppertop
my.
was making.
I already gave her all my money. There's nothing I can do.
I've got money. We can get a rowboat. We can
You could kill her and take it back right now.
we can escape together, Tegan.
One turn is all it would take. One turn is all it would take. Just one hit, and it's gone. It's out of my
In
hand.
the alternate reality where you're dead, Roxanne, what do you do? What do you do? Now?
Not. Continue on. Rogueblades doesn't have any leads, so he's gonna
It's
go
okay,
down
Roxanne,
under
if you
the
just
ship,
wanna go.
and from under the ship you just hear.
Typical children
I'm okay.
behavior.
I'm okay.
I should have read more
okay.
parenting books when
It's
while
okay.
I was in. I should have read more parenting
I
books.
be a
gosh dang it.
pirate. I be a pirate.
Man,
We're dysfunctional.
this is like a dysfunctional family, man.
We are extremely dysfunctional.
I should have read more
Yo.
parenting books.
No
while I
one
was,
in
like,
their right mind would go adventuring.
there.
It's too dangerous.
And I should have. Is this what, like, having children?
Literally, the dwarf was like, "I wish my daughter was like you." The second you tell him the story of what's actually happening, he was like, "Never mind."
I stabbed someone as torture. Man, I should have read more.
I
Is
killed
this what like
tens
having
of people
children is like?
within my
I don't think I wanna
within
have
my
children.
first day of
killed
adventuring. I
14
killed
people.
tens of people,
Oh, well, okay.
decapitated most of them.
I go find rocks and spend,
Nearly
like,
died
I
4
spent
times.
400.
If you wanna just make a persuasion check to
What?
see how.
Why
well
do
you
I
can
only
put
wait?
together-
When did I have 500? Oh, because I have silver pieces. Okay, I have 500 gold in total.
I
So I'll
gave
spend
you.
500. No,
Okay.
no, because I have 482 gold pieces, but I have 190 silver. I
Okay,
was
so here's
confused
what you need to do.
math-wise.
I need you to take the 500 gold pieces off. Well, make a persuasion check. Make a persuasion check to see who you can find to buy stuff from, who you can schmooze, whether or not you get kidnapped, all that kind of stuff.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm looking for persuasion. Where's persuasion? There's persuasion.
I swear to God, if you get abducted again.
I'm getting abducted again. Let's go.
What'd you get?
Oh, not one.
Oh,
Yeah!
I'm getting abducted again.
I'm gonna go kill people!
Yes!
Woo!
No, there's no abduction.
God damn it! I wanted to. I need
This
to
is-
take out some.
This is
I needed to take out some personal
Suffering with an
demons.
eternal.
Okay. I needed to take out some personal demons.
Wait, can
Okay.
I happen to ask? Wait, can I get advantage since I asked Rogue for help though?
I didn't give you help.
no.
No,
I
was
said
not
ask
actively
around
involved.
our markets.
Okay.
Give me a sec. I need to go to Xanathar's Guide to Everything and look up creating items. Give me a moment. We're gonna make you roll on the setback table, and it's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Oh no.
I've never no one has ever failed to make something before in any of my campaigns, so this is exciting for me. Where is Xanathar's Guide to
I burned down the ship. Let's go.
Oh, it starts with the X. Yeah, that explains why it's so far away. Okay, Xanathar's Guide to Everything. Downtime. Baba Booey. Crafting an item. Okay. So, please roll a d6.
Three.
Okay. So, here's the problem. The complication is that a local wizard shows keen interest in your work and insists on observing you, which has already happened, so it's great. So, never mind, I didn't read that to you. You're being spied on. Anyway.
I'm gonna work on this on a ship.
Go ahead and take 500 gold pieces worth of your, your money. Throw that away. Throw that in the garbage. And then put in your notes somewhere that you have 500 gold pieces worth of cannon
Raw
parts
material.
or raw material, whatever you want to put.
Raw material for cannon.
Yeah.
Where's the best place to put notes?
Probably in your inventory at the
all the way
bottom.
down to the bottom. There's an inventory at the bottom.
Probably the notes section.
Maybe. Sometimes that
There's a notes tab, yeah.
There is a notes tab.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
I would suggest in the inventory section, scroll all the way down to other possessions at the bottom, click on it, and you can type.
Oh, I can. 500 GP worth of cannon material.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's everything. That's gunpowder. That's the pieces to make gunpowder. That's the metal. That's the
I'll put
wood,
I'll put gunpowder. What?
That's like
wood,
wax and
metal,
wax and cloth for making pieces to make like pans and strikers and stuff like that. All that stuff. All that good stuff.
Yeah. A local wizard observes you. Yes,
cool.
let's go. Yeah, I'm working on a ship.
It's so funny to me that you happened to roll exactly what I was already gonna make happen. So cool. Now I have a justification to do it.
Yeah. But my question is, how is he gonna observe me if I'm on a ship making this?
You're getting fucking scried on, bitch.
Yep. Get scried on, nerd.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh
Nasco's never had this happen before, so it's good. Don't tell.
I'm all.
Every once in a while, I'm just gonna be like, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
That's what that means.
Oh, never mind. I'm not looking that up.
Okay.
All right. I don't like what I saw in the first page.
You start doing.
Did you say spied or scried?
Scried. Spied. Both the words.
Okay.
Yes. The answer is yes.
So you. Okay, we're gonna say that this is yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
A nat 1, gosh dang it.
Okay. We're going to say that you predict it's going to take you about 2 work weeks.
Okay.
Of work. So 14 days. 14 sets of 8 hours of work.
Okay.
So if you're doing other stuff, you're doing other stuff, or it could take you a week if you work 16 hours and then sleep, whatever.
Wait, don't I only need like 4 hours of sleep?
Yeah, so you could get an extra 0.5 as well, probably. So my point is, if you do other things, you do other things. Otherwise,
wait. So how many total hours?
You need. That's a good point. 14 times 8 hours.
Making me math. Gosh dang.
I am making you do math because the way that this would work, I'm saying it would take you about 2 weeks to make the thing you're trying to make, like to try to make it, right?
Hours.
To do an attempt.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have like 112 hours.
So like 20. So I can do it 5.6 a if I.
You can.
Slave
if
away.
You worked nonstop, yeah. If you were if you're a wage slave, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if I have nothing else to do on a boat while we're sailing.
Okay.
A local. Oh my God.
Cool. You do that.
Yeah.
So
I just grabbed the
material.
material.
While you're sailing.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think we finished Roxanne shopping.
Yeah.
Did we finish Bob shopping? You got the stuff to go meet the person.
Can I spend 1 gold piece worth of chocolate?
Yes.
Alright, I'll just clear out my thing. All right.
Oh, wait, that's right. I need chocolate for Bear.
Yeah.
You might need chocolate. What you might need? There might be other stuff that you think of that you would want to bring with you if you're going into the middle of a harsh, icy wasteland. I don't know what that would be, but if you can think of it, let me know.
I mean, I've got enough survival gear with the cold weather clothing. On top of that I should be fine.
Yeah, that's fair. Ration wise, you guys would know like whatever rations you have on you, plus the ship's gonna have stuff as long as you're on the ship.
Yep.
Can I just change it so I don't have to do math to just 501 worth of cannon parts
Why?
because I had 501 before I spent it.
Well, you just spent one on.
No, I don't feel like spending it on chocolate. I just don't want to do math right now, so I'll just
Why would you just have one gold piece and 500 worth of cannon parts?
fine. I'll just okay, whatever.
I'm so confused.
I don't know. That it's so much
Anyway.
math. You made me
That's
already
so
do
much. That's
math.
500 minus 501.
Yeah, which would be -1.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
So I-
crazy math right there. That's
Yeah.
hard. I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah. Do what you need. Do what you need.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
and I think Rogue emphatically stated several times he's not going into town for any reason.
I wish to stay below deck, out of sight, out of mind.
Yep.
Like you do. So, Rogue.
Actually, you know what? I am gonna take that gold piece of chocolate and give it to Rogue. I'm gonna give Rogue a piece of chocolate.
Okay.
He seems like he needs it.
Gotta find me first.
All right. I
perception check.
Can I have my knife help me?
Pillow fort.
Yeah, I got a pillow fort down there. It's not a good one, but it's
not good. You don't have good pillows. You have straw pillows.
17 because my knife was helping me.
You find Rogue pillow over his head on one, pillow under his head on the other.
I give him the piece of chocolate. I give him the chocolate. I give him the chocolate.
You smell the chalky, Rogue.
Yeah, here you go, Rogue. You seem like you need what? Yes. Here you go. Here's some chocolate.
Thank you.
I got it for you while shopping out.
Thank you.
Yeah, wait until you get to the smell of gunpowder.
It's like a bar and a half of chocolate, by the way. Taking a gold piece worth of chocolate.
It's a lot of chocolate. It may not be the best chocolate because we're currently in the boonies.
This is like
but...
this is like a rich city.
Sure.
Roxanne,
rich in
to be clear,
hell.
to find chocolate, Roxanne, you had to go to the Fire Basilisk. Like you didn't.
Okay.
You weren't in here. You went all the way into town. You see Bob just fucking looking at like.
Well, I had to go back into the. I already
go in
money
there and
on,
just in the back corner, there's just like this wall of this circular wall of mirrors, and there's just a little posing pseudo dragon that's just being tailored into a little Santa outfit, essentially.
Because it's dark down here, that makes it lightly obscured, right?
No, lightly obscured it makes a dim light.
Yeah, dim light is lightly obscured.
Is it?
Yes, look up lightly obscured. Dim light's
I don't know the rules.
I read the rules.
It's not my fault.
All right, I would like to hide.
List.
I can do it.
You can.
Do I have to roll again?
No, I'm
Rogue,
just.
Do you take the chocolate and hide?
No, I'm just putting my cloak around me, and it's kind of making me blend in pretty much.
I go fully invisible. Fuck you.
I guess greater invisibility. No.
I start like going around like looking for Rogue like he's a dog. Like, here, Rogie, I got some chalky walkie for you.
You gave me the chocolate. Right now, I'm just trying to hide away from the smell I hate so much.
Rogue, don't wait until you get to the smell of gunpowder.
Rogue's gonna hear a cannon go off and go full PTSD mode.
Fucking destroys the cannon in one hit.
The cannon.
I'm gonna
sabotage the cannon because I don't like the smell.
Wait until I make a cannon, and then you'll love the smell of gunpowder. I remember reading that in stories, like the pirates loved the smell of gunpowder rum in like the open sea.
Death
What's a gun?
To my enemies.
Don't worry. I'll get you a gun sooner or later. I just have to start big and work, and then
no,
get
seriously,
the
what's
concept
a gun?
Don't worry, I'll get you a gun later.
Don't worry.
What's a gun?
Actually, one last thing I will pick up are like treats specially for Bear, as well as like also another gold piece of chocolate for Bear.
Okay,
I know that was one of his favorites.
He must be kept plump and happy.
He must be kept in tip-top condition for optimal performance.
Yeah. Don't worry, Rogue. You will love the gun I make you. It'll be a nice gun.
You have no idea what that is.
When we get there, you'll love it. Trust me.
Is it this another cannon thing?
Kinda. It's like a handheld cannon.
But also, once they get back to the boat, Bob will immediately
Held
set about
cannon.
trying to find Rogue and Roxanne to show off the little outfit that he bought for Bear.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little like it's like a cannon that you can hold in your hand and it shoots, and it
They're
And
No, I'm,
exploding.
I'm
it
talking
will
about
do-
Bear's outfit.
Bear,
it will
like
be boom, boom, boom explosion.
Bear and Bob come like bursting down the downstairs. Just like Bear's just like spreads out his arms, just posing.
He has a winter outfit. It's amazing.
He got a little fucking coat on.
Look, he also has a tiny backpack.
He turns around. He does a full 360 to show it off. There's a jangly little elf hat on him too.
Oh, Stabby.
So hopefully that helps fix some of Rogue's misery.
Rogue's misery is entirely caused by
Rogue,
this
are
place
you,
that
Rogue,
he's
are you
in.
like you're sitting there looking like miserable? Bear just like flies across the room, just like lands on your lap and just like coils up.
So you
into,
know
like,
how
this little ball, and he's like twice warm because he's in a full like winter clothing, and he just like coils up and you're just like, I can't move. There's a cat on my lap. I can't move."
exactly. So you know how people look when they have a migraine, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rogue looks like that. He finally
Okay.
got a taste of breaths of fresh air that weren't filled with smog, and he's back, and he hates it. So yeah, he's just having a time.
It makes sense.
All
I'd
right.
like to go ask Captain Ali when we're setting out.
Probably
I don't-
tomorrow,
whenever-
like
we
I
can
said.
go whenever.
Ah,
The
But
crew. I mean, the crew kind of they want to sleep.
I
'cause
get
of all
that. Yeah, I know. Reasonably, when
I
do you
don't know.
think? You don't
We can
know?
go tomorrow. There's nothing
Yeah.
stopping us. We have supplies already.
Yeah.
We can take a day or two of
Yeah,
short leave. So that
normally-
we can relax.
Normally, smuggling all the booty and then selling it on the black market's what we do, you know. But instead, we're just here.
Yeah. Maybe give them a rest day. They probably they probably need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then get the
On
morals
second
high.
thought, we're leaving now. Get everyone together.
I'm sick of being here.
I'm sick of being.
All right, and would we like to set out next time?
I think, I
Yeah.
think that's what we
Next
can call it.
I
time.
was gonna say get the morals high, and then
Shopping episode. Fuck yeah.
then they'll be more likely to
Look.
like want to murder.
Whatever frustrations we may have felt about being in this setting again, it was all worth it because Bear has a tiny backpack now.
I
Bear
have
has
a
a tiny
cannon
backpack.
material.
Roxanne gets to try to make a cannon. Who knows? You're gonna roll in that one again. It's gonna explode
Yeah.
the first go. It's gonna be great.
And I'm gonna destroy half the ship, and we're gonna sink. End of campaign.
I hope to God we don't get trapped in the Whispering Isles. That would suck.
Yes, that would suck. Winks at camera. What?
BBEG.
Did I say that out loud?
I don't like that you did that.
BBEG.
All
I don't
right.
like that you did that. I don't like that you did that, Tristan.
Wait, you're just trekking out like. What is
So-
it like?
Someone go find
Yeah, you're just
someone to
trekking
raid.
like 30 miles out into the middle of wintry wasteland. It's fine.
Someone go find
All right.
someone to raid.
Oh,
There's big
I actually
wolves.
found someone
It's-
earlier. There's someone doing a 24-hour D&D but scuffed stream.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my gosh.
Give me
What's
the name.
So that way we won't run into the normal thing of
Bring me to
raiding
that
someone and they
copter.
go offline.
That is true. We have had that happen like 4 times in a row.
Unless they're just about to be done.
Bring me to the carpenter.
It's the end of the 24-hour stream.
Okay.
There you go. That's the name.
Yeah.
Where?
In general.
Oh, in general. I was in D&D logs for some reason. All right, let me
Okay.
get my thing open.
Well, as
Raid.
we all prepare for this raid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Thank you
hold
all
on.
for.
Yeah.
Thank
Watch
all
you for
watching.
thanking.
It was a fun time.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
I can't wait to be spied on by
There we
a guy.
Capitalist.
Yeah,
Yep.
capitalist scum.
All right, give me 10 seconds.
All right. I got 2 seconds.
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go, gamers.
All right, ready, steady,
steady,
spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Goodbye.
Woo!
You're gone.